Oh, actually, this is pretty perfect. I never thought about this, but you can pull up the live event on yours so we can test it real quick. Because I'm always like, "Is the audio work, guys?" And you will be able to comment. On YouTube, nigga. Are you sure you're ready to start streaming? I'm ready to start streaming. What's up, everybody? You probably hear me, maybe. Live, episode 6. If you'd like to participate in commenting and talking to me, all you have to do is leave comments on this video. I refresh it, or this live event, whatever you want to call it. Refresh it, and I go through and I try to answer every single one of them. LP will be joining me in a few minutes, hopefully. You guys can ask him questions as well. Let me just navigate on over to this page so I can see your comments, guys. How's the feed looking? Is it on? LP doesn't know how to get to the live event. Go to my newest video and then click the link that says live event. Ooh, from Croatia. Welcome from America to General Me Too. Can anyone see anything? I don't know. I don't know, Christopher Robertson.
You're up.
Go. I'm excited for the comments. Let's get some questions. Let's get some questions. By the way, guys, blue classic BTW tank. My favorite tank. Oh, and also, by the way, guys, I just got in the first load. First load of t-shirts. And they're all blanks. And I'm working on the new design. The screen's coming in. Then we're going to emulsify it. Burn that bitch, and then we're gonna have new shirts. Yeah, so keep your eyes peeled. Of course, you know, it'll be in like multiple. California, it's hot, but not everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Not everywhere. Woo! Damn, here come the questions. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get this started. Hannah J says, yeah, the couch. The casting couch. The leather porn couch. Flip98R says, greetings from Montenegro, Europe. That's dope. I don't even know where that is. I mean, I know where Europe is, but I don't know where Montenegro is. I want to visit. Let's do it. General Mitsu says, I can see and hear. Colt says, crisp audio. This is a better beginning than any of the other live shows because they've all started with, I can't hear anything. I can't see you. What's going on? I'm leaving.
Why are you in a cold?
Yeah. All right, so we have 38 people watching right now, which is awesome because this will continue growing. So we're probably going to have like 70 people watching. I'm excited. I'm really excited. Ask me some questions. Try to embarrass me. Let's do this. Hey, Brian. What's up, Halaputa? Hannah J says, there he is. Max AD says, what's up? What's up, Max AD? Joshua Lopez. Hey, bro, how are my PRs for my age? I'm 16 and my PRs are 185 for bench, 250 for squats, and 305 for deadlift. 16 years old? That's awesome, brother. That's really good. At 16, when I was 15, I just started. 15 and a half, I had just started. And my bench was maybe 210s on a barbell. My Josh Howe, boom! Hannah J says, hey, we can hear you. Woo! I'm glad that you guys can hear me. This is all working so well. It's all coming together. It's all coming together. Why don't I have my bracelet on? Why don't you guys have your bracelet on? Or who's wearing their bracelet while they're watching this right now? I want to know that. Where the biddies at? Sorry, man. Ain't no biddies right now. One of these times I'll get a girl. Hey, man. You know, my Jinja! My Jinja! What's up, bro? Christopher Robertson, Jersey. What's up? In the UK? Jersey? There's a place called Jersey? Okay. General Me Too says, hey, hey, yo. Renzo says, been to every live stream so far, and I can attest to the fact you have been to every live stream so far, Renzo. So, good on you, bro. Good on you. G. Larcher says, question, if a penguin rid a helicopter, Does an apple taste good, or is my squat form shit? That was such a cheeky way of saying that. Your squat form's shit, bro. Solza says, "Why do you look black in your pic?" In what pic? Are you talking about my my avatar here on YouTube? It's because of color filters, my friend. As you can tell, I am not really that color. Rotator cuff warm-ups. Now, I made a video about this, but of course there's 300 videos, so it's hard for you guys to see them all. But basically, I just hold a 2.5 pound weight in my hand, make a 90 degree with my arm, elbow straight out from my shoulder, and I do these. Do these for about, I don't know, probably like 2 minutes on each arm, so like 4 minutes total. And for me, that's what I need. My shoulders are my weak point. That's what usually gets messed up, so I always try to keep those nice and sassy. As far as legs go, we do lots of dynamic stretching. Let's get LP in here. LP in the video.
What's up, baby girls?
Look at that. Okay, look at that. Ninja Turtle green. Ninja Turtle green, baby.
Wait, which way do I go?
Woo! Saucy. All right, let's see if we can get us both in the picture. There we go. Bring the questions in, guys. Yeah, t-shirts. Jessica Rosenbrock. What's up, girl? I know you're going to be rocking one. What's up?
So I have all the tests, the ones you ordered here. Do you want to open them on camera?
Yeah. All right, guys.
Later on?
So I have the blank t-shirts. They don't have any designs on them, but I want to test out the material and see how it feels and stuff. So I'm going to show you guys that now. Damn, how many did you bring, cuz?
I just brought a bunch of different samples, like different sizes, different colors.
Oh, man. These are swag. I really like.
This is a cool color.
What size? Extra large? Let's try this on.
Yeah, I made sure to bring an extra large for you.
Woo! I might be a large. I'm wearing large right now in tanks because I am small.
This is wacky, but with a neat color. I like it.
Mm-hmm. I bought a bunch of extras so that I could print more for me.
You're probably getting so many comments right now. This actually almost matches what I'm wearing.
Oh, dude, this is comfy as fuck.
Oh, that's nice.
Extra large is a little bit too big for me, but it feels good.
Where's the medium?
What? It's nice and thin on the chest and stuff. Falls onto your muscles, squeeze your arms.
I like this color.
Gangster, yo.
I feel like this color's classy.
I feel bad because all these comments are going out.
Whatever, getting to see new stuff. Oh, they're thin. I like it.
Yeah, I really want to.
They're not like those cheapo.
Yeah, like Gildan or Odd Styles that everyone else uses. I want to try on a large. I'm trying to find a large. Do you have any larges?
Probably. I try to grab every size.
I just want to see how it feels on my boobies.
Large.
Oh, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. I can dig these, man. These are really sick. They're like the thickness of them is to where you can see through them when you put it in one ply. That's how I like my t-shirts.
Yeah, I hate thick t-shirts.
They aren't like super thin though, to the point where like you start sweating and it's sticking to you really hard. I feel like these are pretty good thickness. Ooh, no, okay, large is, that's where it's at, man. Oh, jeez, dude. What's up, guys? I'm looking at myself in the monitor to see how this looks. Dude, that's gangster. It's all tight on the arms and whatnot. I think this is the gray color that we're going to use for this first design, too, on the t-shirts.
I like that one. Looks military almost.
What do you guys think? What do you think about the large t-shirt? You like it on me? Logo going to be either big right here or just right here, and then big one in the back. We'll see. Oh, man, that fits nice, though. Boop, 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 boop. Ba, ba, ba. Okay, I'm going to get to answering your question, guys. All right. Let me just get to... There's so many questions to answer. I'm seeing a good amount of LPs in there, too. By the way, for those of you who are newer to my channel, this is LP, Lanky Progress. This is my actual blood brother. Because people ask if it's just my YouTube brother. No, blood brother. Also YouTube brother.
Right.
If you aren't subscribed to him, please go and do that. He's at 930, and I want him to get to 1,000. That'd be so sick.
I like it. Skinny guy fit.
Yeah, that looks sick.
It's long. That's what I like about it.
And the sleeves are short too. It's good.
Yeah, it's nice on the arms.
Oh,
It's real nice, bros.
It's nice on the whole.
It's nice on your butt, bro. Sweet butt. Okay. I'm rolling up, guys. Here it comes. Ooh, do.
So many t-shirts.
So many comments. Majaja says, Brian, is it normal to experience pain, discomfort when recovering from muscle atrophy, weakness, and imbalance? Absolutely, especially if you were sick or injured previously. That's what caused the atrophy. Tyler Manning, bro, reach Toronto. What's up, Tyler? Dude, you're all over my videos, all over my live streams, so thank you for being a loyal fan. That really means a lot to me, man. Joshua Lopez says, thanks, bro. Plan on buying a tank soon. Hell yeah. Zordon says, greetings from Serbia.
That's pretty cool.
Whoa, that's sick.
I don't even know where Serbia is.
I know.
Say that.
I just know the name of it. I'm pretty bad geographically, just to let you guys know. Jurgen Roland says, I'm also 16. My lifts are 275 deadlift, 385 squat, 330 bench, I'm assuming. I competed in the Norwegian Championships in November. Dude, that's pretty impressive.
Strong.
Congratulations, strong. When you're 20, you will be a true beast. Preston F says, hey, Brian, I heard creatine can cause acne. What are your thoughts on this? I've heard the same, so I've stopped creatine. I don't supplement with creatine anymore. I heard that it aggravates acne, so I don't know if that's true or not, but on the safe side, just don't take it. Max80 says, nice tortilla, bro. I'm saying, oh, yeah, burrito tortilla all day.
Got carb up, baby.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So why I eat during these shows is because after these shows, we go work out pretty much right after. We try to, be able to have enough calories in us to be able to do that because it's a lot of fun to, be all tired and then just go straight to the gym, take pre-workout, and just smash it up. Okay. I'm here, bitches. What's up, Heavy Gainer? Oh, what's up, dude? U2B says, do you still miss? I miss every day. My username is BrianMC.
I'll admit I've kind of fallen off on the mist a little.
I love the mist. You'll see my threads in there every day. I post a thread almost every day, at least with a video. He does. I recently developed a small umbilical hernia. The surgeon says it's too small to operate on and that will operate when it's bigger. That's the exact same position that I am in with my hernia. She said, shouldn't operate on it now. It would be more detrimental to operate than it would be to let it go. So just let it go. It's all good. Designer's Lodge says, all the other live events I've missed, finally I'm in on one. Oh, yeah. Welcome, baby. We got 6 people watching, by the way. 60. Hannah J says, hey, LP, baby boy.
What's up, baby girl?
Haha. That's his catchphrase.
It is now.
So someone mentioned it in his comments, and now it's official.
Now it's official.
Now it's a fucking official. So, baby girl, baby boy. Joshua Lopez says, will you ever consider doing the 10,000 calorie food challenge? Of course. I've done that thousands of times without videotaping it. He can attest to that. I can eat a lot of food when I bulk. It's not a big deal.
What is it, a 1.5 pounds lemon broil?
Yeah, it's like 1.5 pounds, 2 pounds.
Pound
just
and a half
meat.
lemon broil.
And then also other food like carbs.
That's in a video somewhere.
It is, but I don't know where. So many videos, man. Our life is making videos. It's pretty awesome. So I'm afraid of strangulation. I'm holding back in the gym. What are your thoughts?
What?
I don't even know what that means, General. Strangulation from what?
Well,
jerking.
Don't let any girls strangle you.
Don't. No.
And really kill in the gym.
Try not to get strangled when you deadlift. Zoran says, did you go to Comic-Con since you're in SD? Fortunately not. I've actually never been to Comic-Con. It's really hard to get a ticket. You have to buy them like 9 months out. And I don't have that much forethought. I don't.
I got to go to Comic-Con when it was like nerdy still. And no one went to it. I remember when I went, there was barely anyone there.
Now
it's like this crazy thing.
Mm-hmm.
When I went, there was even parking.
It's pretty gangster.
That was a long time ago.
Here's another question for LP. Joshua Lopez, hey LP, where's the crazy shoes to match your Fresh Prince hat?
They're in the mail. You will see.
They're so sick.
They're going to be strong.
That's another reason why you should go over and subscribe to Lanky Progress TV's channel is because he's going to have some pretty swag shoes to show you in about 6 days.
Wardrobe alone is strong on my channel.
Seriously, go subscribe to his ass. Let's get him to 1,000 by the end of this show. How gangster would that be?
I'd be very happy about that. I'm at 925 right now.
I'd feel like a YouTube super fucking, what is this? Superhero. Why did I not know what a superhero? Okay. Hannah J says, incline chest press versus dumbbell bench press. Incline barbell chest press? Incline dumbbell chest press? I'm kind of confused. They're all really useful. There's never one that's better than the other. Just FYI.
They probably mean barbell first.
But why incline barbell versus flat dumbbell? We'll let her follow up. Francisco Sanchez says, looking good. Nice nips. Thanks, bro. We got that nip game on point, bro. Adam Mount says, first time catching one of these, watching from Leicester, UK. What's pricing like for the shipping to UK? Pricing to anywhere in the world, even the weirdest place, even the cave that Bin Laden was hiding at $7. Anywhere. Everywhere. As much clothing as you want to buy, $7. That's awesome, though. Don't know where Leicester, UK is, but one day I will visit. I'm going to go everywhere in the world. It's going to be fun. Tyler Manning says, Brian, will you ever get a tattoo? And if so, where and what? I will not get a tattoo. Probably. Probably not get a tattoo. Just because I like the idea of being unique. Because a lot of people have tattoos now. It used to be the other way around where tattoos were unique. I feel like it's unique to see someone who's muscular and large without a tattoo. I feel like most muscular dudes
Really
get tattoos. Don't want to be that gangster dude who's just bald all the way down. Just is this live? Gay for pay? Live.
Absolutely.
Number 6. Bree is the best. Oh my gosh, there's somebody coming in. Damn, 78 people watching. I'm so stoked.
Wow. Jeez.
Dude, the channel is growing.
Cool.
I really appreciate all of the growth. Seriously, all the support and stuff. It's massively exciting for me. And if you guys really like the channel and you're wondering why the channel isn't bigger, you can definitely help that. All you have to do is share any of my videos on Facebook. That helps more than you can imagine. Because your friends will be like, oh, check it out. And then they'll be like, oh, this is pretty cool. And then they show one person. You know what I'm saying. Show your friends. Don't bother saying my name, brah, but I banged my knee recently and it's caused me to have pain in the squat for a week or two. How should I go about the healing this? Stop squatting for about 2, 3, 4 weeks until that pain goes away. It's just a little inflammation on your knee, but if you continue effing with it, it's not going to get any better. So take off squats. Maybe do leg press. If it doesn't hurt the knee, continue doing it. If it also hurts the knee, then stay off those compounds.
Leg extensions super tough on your knees as well?
It depends who you are, because I can do leg extensions when I can't do squats, but some people can't do leg extensions before they can't do squats. It all depends on your tendon strength in your knee. Your patellar tendon. I don't know how that takes so long for me to say. Do you follow him? Do I follow LP? Absolutely.
No, IIFYM.
Oh, IFYM. Yes, sort of.
Not in the retarded extreme way that people do.
IFYM. So I don't count every single macro to the point where I'm like, I need to have 112 grams of protein and because then at the end of the day, it sucks that you have to. I forget who said this. Damn, I wish I could remember this. But someone said if it fits your ranges the other day.
Ooh,
and I was like, that's smart.
Like that.
Because he said, I don't like to I think this was Matty Fassar. He says, I don't like to kill myself thinking about it constantly. Yeah. So instead of hitting 532 grams of carbs, he'd say I can hit between 500 and 575 grams of carbs. It's so you have a range. And that's more so what I do. But I do count my calories.
That's funny. That's exactly what I do.
It's smart. It's the best way to do it. We should start a new thing called IIFYR.
I feel like the YMSUV thing. Okay. It's I think it's been more. Its trademark is people making Pop-Tarts with ice cream.
Yeah, dirty eating.
And that's I don't know. I feel like that's the image that goes with that phrase.
And that's cool sometimes. I feel like IFYM is cool if you do it, and then sometimes you're like, because I do IFYM, I can fit a dirty meal in here. But if you do that every day, your life is living. For the first 80% of your day, you're eating clean so that the last 20% you can pig out. That's probably not the best,
Ooh, I feel like you're starving yourself with calories and all.
All these things that you necessarily need, fat throughout the day.
It just doesn't make sense to me.
And you just hold all your fat. So, I don't know. G. Lecture says, okay, now serious question this time. My squat is higher than my deadlift because my grip is very bad, even with straps and sometimes with my forearms hurt. Do you have any advice? Stop using straps so that your arms start actually getting stronger, because eventually your legs will get stronger and stronger, but your forearms will stay at being able to only hold 3 plates. You'll be deadlifting 5 plates, but you can only hold 3. So use chalk. If you need something, use chalk, but always go barehanded. No gloves, no straps. Kill it, baby. Only time I think you should use straps is if you're deadlifting over 5 plates and you're going to do a powerlifting meet. You know what I mean? You're a power lifter. Otherwise, don't use straps. Because then you'll come back later and you'll be like, how do I grow my forearms, Brian? And I'll be like, well, do you use straps? And then you'll be like, yes. And then I'll be like, well, there's your first.
Start deadlifting at 225.
I just made a weird tortilla cube.
The tortilla like for candy.
Like, it doesn't taste that good. Lanky, do more day in the life videos. I enjoyed them.
I'm trying to.
Thank you, Renzo. I enjoyed his too. Louis A says, what's up?
Weezy.
Here comes the new comments. Oh, Lydia Campbell. Tips for straight arm pull downs. I always feel it in my triceps more than my lats. I saw your question in the comments of my other video. I was going to answer it and ask Brian, but I'll answer it right now since you're here. So what she's talking about with these, was it a sheet?
For your lats, right?
It's the one where you're pulling, yeah, for your lats. You're either pulling down with a bar under your hands or ropes, and you're pulling it down like this so that you can stretch out your lats and then feel it contract. The problem is when you use a bar, you're having to keep your tricep engaged to keep that bar, keep your arms tight and keep that bar in front of you. Whereas if you use ropes, I feel like I can bend my arm a little bit, keep this constant, and yeah, you're going to use your triceps no matter what, but I can keep my arm constant, and instead of having my arm move a little bit, which is what's going to make your arms fatigue out, I can just hold constant and then move, and that makes my lats work more than my triceps.
Cool. Poking the chest out.
Yeah.
Poking the chest out.
That's true. Stick your ass
I was
out.
not doing that.
Ass out, chest up, lean forward a little bit so you can get that full stretch, and then full contraction just come back. I should do a video on that.
I don't know why the chest out does so much for me, but it really makes me engage. Like,
well,
I don't know why.
It pulls your chest away from the back of your spine, so it pulls your lats out farther. It's pretty gangster. Flip98R says, I have really wide hip bones, so I can have great babies. That's good. I'm glad for you. No, wait, his real question says, so I don't really get the V-taper. What do you recommend? You can get a V-taper. You're just going to need to lean out so that your hips appear smaller, and you're going to need to work your middle, your rear delts so that you pop out a little bit more that way. Also, you're going to have big lats, of course. But a lot of people get this misconception that V-taper is a definite thing, but really it's like getting low in body fat. Just like abs, you know, you can't see V-taper. You don't really pronounce your V-taper until you're lower in body fat. So I don't know what you are right now, but body fat can definitely help.
Yeah, oblique exercises as well, right? So you want to grow those
That's
out
true.
To match the hips.
If you have wide hips and you directly working your obliques a lot, if you're not shredded, your obliques will make it look like you're fatter. Now listen to this, because you have, like, say this much fat on the outside of your obliques, and then say you're like this thick in muscle, but because there's this much fat, you can't see that muscle, so it just looks like you have that much fat. You feel me? I don't work my obliques directly. I don't really like that. I get work in them naturally through weight-bearing exercises where it's necessary for me to contract those oblique muscles, but I do work the ab muscles directly. Hannah J says, don't put on a shirt. Winky smiley. Looks good, but even better without a shirt. Francisco Sanchez says, Lanky, please. I don't know. And then Joshua Melville says, when is LP bulking again?
Ooh,
baby girl.
I don't know. I think it's like a month off, month and a half, something like that. I'll start bulking again.
You just want to, like, finish out your fucking treads, right?
Yeah.
Like, you want to just, like,
I want
finish out.
pictures of me, like, just...
So he's, like, getting the serrates and stuff over here.
Finally.
And he's all stoked
I've
about
got, like,
that.
just the smallest little amount of fat right here at the bottom of my belly that I really want to see disappear. Like, super, super bad.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'll go back to bulking, to be completely honest.
I feel like that's a good, solid plan as well.
That's my landmark, is my, right there.
Your pooch.
Mm-hmm. My little boot.
Battling CDIP. Do you know if many people look for personal trainers with more of an endurance sport background instead of a lifting background? I lift, but I'm more of a runner and think personal training would be fun. People don't look for anything. They look for what you physically look like.
Yep.
If you're your body, but then also if you are an attractive person. If you're attractive, you're going to get more people. If you're pleasant to talk to, you don't have trouble being social, you can get any person. So you can train any person. That's it. Because if you can captivate them just by talking to them and making them feel good about themselves, you know, you're positive and whatnot, then they're going to want to be around you because you're positive, and they need that. They need someone to encourage them to work out. Usually that's how personal training works, is people need someone to keep them adhering to a workout plan. There's a lot of different things about being a personal trainer, but I don't think it really matters what your background is, unless obviously there's someone that's coming in that's trying to be trained in that field. So if someone's going to do a marathon, they're going to choose you over me because I ain't done no marathons, but you said you were a runner. You know what I'm saying? But mostly people are just doing general fitness, and they just need a really good friend and someone who's pretty. You always want something hot to watch you while you're working out.
Also, some people just want literally like a hairdresser to just talk to in the gym.
Yeah.
And that's
Therapist. Half your job as a personal trainer is being a therapist.
It's pretty crazy.
And it's fun. I love it. I love helping people out because you help them out mentally in their lives as well as, lifting and getting a better physical body. And it's not really in your scope of practice, but it is what happens when you talk to people. And it's fun. It's good to help people. It feels good.
Although, I feel like if you can reach a certain aesthetic point, you definitely do have some kind of, you're able to collect yourself in order to be organized enough to get a regimen and do all that stuff.
Yeah, people can see that you have the discipline.
So then they see that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Whenever I see a guy that's really yoked, whether or not I think he is or is not on steroids, I'm like, that guy is mentally at least a little bit disciplined. You know what I'm saying? Like he knows what he does in life. He knows what he needs to do. You guys totally don't look like brothers.
No, we don't look like brothers at all.
Really? I think we have the same nose. JK. Adam says, any good lower back stretches? I'll have to make a video about that because I'd have to get on the ground and show you. Zordon says, Balkan in this bitch, Serbia, Montenegro, Croatia.
Serbia, wow.
Francisco says, what are LP's caloric intake?
Oh, right now? It's right between like 3,200 and 3,500, right in there.
That's what yep. Mm-hmm.
That's that swag.
How big are yours and LP's arms?
What did we measure on that? I think mine were like 16s, if that. Like just below 16s.
I think so. I think yours
Not like when I was bulking.
15 and a half, 15 3/4, something like that. I
need to do a measuring video right at the end of my cut, is what I need to do.
I think mine were just touching 17s right before this cut. Because I like to measure in a video, so you guys can go back, just punch in Humorous Fitness measurements. I like to measure right before my cut and right before my bulk. I think I was 17s for bulk. And then probably now I'm probably like 16.5. And then when I compete, I'll probably be at like 16, maybe 15 and a half, but shred nasty.
God, I feel like my arms are just tiny, minuscule now.
Me too.
Cut so bad.
Me too. Every time I work out, I'm like, fuck, I'm so small.
It's funny because when I started all this, I'd hear him say that, oh man, I'm so small.
Yeah.
And then you're looking at this like huge dude.
Yeah, and he's always like, you're not fucking small, bro.
And then now I do the exact same thing. I'm just like, you're so small.
And as annoying as that is for other people to deal with,
you're holding yourself to a standard. People
who have that mental attitude and say that all the time are definitely going to continue growing because they're not fucking satisfied. If you're like, yeah, dude, look at my arm, you're going to always have those same arms because you're always stoked about those arms. So there's nothing for you to push to. But for both of us think we have tiny-ass arms. He's going to get to my size, and then he's going to be like, I'm small. And I'm going to be, bigger than I am now, and I'm going to be like, I'm small. And I'm going to keep growing. It's just an eternal circle of hypertrophy. 92 people watching. That's the most people I've ever had watch a live show. So thank you guys very much. Let's go on with these questions. Niels Gossert says, what's up, Brian? What's up, dude? I posted this guy on Beyond the Week Instagram. Sick, dude. Actually, pretty damn aesthetic, too. And he was rocking the white record breaker Beyond the Week, which was sick. Skinny to bodybuilder. Bless me. Skinny to bodybuilder says, hey guys, I'm getting tired of listening to the same music during my workouts, so what are some good bands or artists you guys are listening to, preferably rap or rock?
Ooh, KID.
Oh yeah, he likes KID. KID's
Kyle.
Lexicon.
Woo.
If you like some like real gangster, like some like hard shit instead of like some like kind of like fun, some Drakey or Schoolboy Q stuff. So if you want something that's like hard, not like that, I've been listening to these guys named I'll Fight You, and it's all one word. I'll Fight You. One of the songs called Potty, sick. Potty is tight. Massacre. Those two I've been just repeating and just destroying things in the gym.
I'll Fight You.
Hard, bro.
Massacre.
Really good. I'll fight you, Massacre. I know it's stupid. Woo! Okay. Also, Riff Raff. I've been busting Riff Raff for like the last month at the gym, dude. Air
Riff
Canada.
Raff's
Ooh, golden, what is it? Golden Streets. Ooh, okay, I'm done. There's too much music for us to go over. It would take us years. I should make a playlist.
Agreed.
You guys should look up Brian MC. That's my first YouTube channel from like when I was 14. Brian MT. And there's a playlist on there called Favorites Playlist, and it's literally all the rap that I used to listen to, and I still do at some points. It's really good, actually. And then you can also look through my videos and be like, oh, look how stupid Brian was when he was 13. It's pretty bad.
You look at it again, it has like 10K of subs.
Yeah. Start uploading to Brian MC. Okay.
Most of these cheeky, some of these cheeky people probably will.
I think it's funny because the people that show up to
fans.
this live show now have like an Easter egg. You know, they like know things that other people will never know because they aren't going to go through the live show. So these people now know about Brian MC.
You guys got to see the new shirts.
New shirt, yeah. They got to see me make a tortilla cube. It's crazy. Souza says, what do you think about D-ball? What do I think about D-ball or steroids in general? I mean, you can take them. D-ball, Diana ball is like the first steroid that ever came out.
I see.
Pretty much. I mean, it's steroids, dude. Like, if you want to take them, go ahead. I don't mind you taking them. If you are taking them, though, don't give your steroid advice. You know, things that work for you. Don't give your advice to natural lifters. Don't be like, yeah, lift twice a day. It's perfectly fine, because that's not true. Just, you know, be mindful of who you're talking to about what you're doing. I'm not going to take steroids. That's probably another question that's going to come up. I'm not going to take steroids. I haven't taken steroids. A lot of people assume that I have because I have mad acne and a decent body. But then again, if you saw a skinny kid who was 22 years old, almost 22 years old, and he had mad acne, you wouldn't be like, you're on steroids. You'd just be like, he has bad acne. But because I have muscles, then it turns that acne into steroids. It's kind of fucked up. But
everything just hints to steroids.
Everything is steroids. It's fucking annoying.
Oh, he's got a crappy paint job on his car. Oh, that guy has steroids for sure. Oh, for sure.
Oh, he lifts more than me? Steroids.
Steroids.
On a YouTube channel? Oh, anyone on YouTube?
It's like a beautiful...
Everyone says this.
It's a beautiful, invincible, like, cocoon that you hold yourself in when you say steroids.
Right. Everyone's like, if you have a YouTube channel, a fitness YouTube channel, then you're on steroids. And I'm like, ooh, no. Just because Chris Jones looks better than you, just because Christian Guzman looks better than you, just because, you know, like, doesn't mean it's the reason they have YouTube channels and successful is because they've been doing it for so long. They've been weightlifting for so long. They know what they're doing, and people want to listen to them because they know what they're doing. Otherwise, they wouldn't have got to where they were. Not because of steroids.
It always cracks me up, / I'm honored whenever someone accuses me of steroids. I'm always like, no.
It's always cool for about 3 years, and then once you've been lifting for so long that people just dismiss all this work that you've put in.
Yeah.
Like, if someone worked 5 years on their truck or their business, and then you went in there, you wouldn't be like, oh, you got subsidies, or like, oh, the government paid for this. You'd be like, wow, that's really cool, man. You've really been working hard on this business. It's really showing well. But when it comes to your body, people are like,
yep.
I can't say, wow, you've been doing really well. That's impressive. I can just be like, fuck that. He's on steroids. I could have done that too, but I'm too good for steroids. It's stupid. Moving on. Halaputa says, hey, Brian, I think you did a video for this muscle imbalance. My right pec is bigger than my left one. Do you think I should go to the chiropractor? Yes. I did make a video about it. You should check it out if you haven't already. It's a really good video. But the chiropractor is always a good idea. Most posture imbalances and muscle imbalances on your torso are coming from a posture deviation, a spinal deviation. So you should go to the chiropractor, have him check it out, maybe crack it up, see if you can realign it. At least have him look at it and be like, okay, yeah, you do have a deviation or you don't. Because it could also be that you're just dominant on your right side more than your left side or whatever. Dude, everyone's name is really cool because they're all different places. Soterius Demetriades.
Whoa.
Let me try that again. Soterius Demetriades. Greetings from Cyprus.
Where is that?
No idea where Cyprus is, but that sounds really cool.
Pretty cool.
Cyprus
Do you live in a castle?
Sounds tight. Yeah, do you?
Do you have like a stone stove with
Magic?
coals and stuff in it? I think I might be sick.
You feel sick?
Yeah.
You still gonna work out today?
I don't know. I'm very out of it. I apologize, guys. I am lethargic today.
Trying to show off your balls in the camera again, huh? We did this video with Matt Major, and all three of us are on the couch, and LP just has his legs like spread like open. He's just
Was
sitting
not
there.
aware.
But his
Was not
shorts are
aware.
just falling closer and closer down his thigh. And as we're editing it, we're like, oh man, there better not be any balls.
He
We're
was
just going
not
through the
aware.
frames. Just like, no balls,
And
no
then there
balls.
you are looking for my. It's awkward.
I'm just going through every frame looking at LP's dick.
You'd figure I'd be conscious of that now, but obviously not.
Idaho Manimal says, are you ever going to take BTW clothing to a more of a street style?
T-shirts.
You mean like stuff you can wear outside of the gym?
He means like LRG stuff, probably.
Yes, I do, but I don't plan to just be the same as everyone else. You know, I plan on having my own style. But yeah, of course, there's going to be stuff that you can wear outside of the gym. Like, there's going to be jackets and shit that you would not ever wear in the gym because it wouldn't make sense. Like, you wouldn't wear a pullover hoodie at the gym. Well, I guess you kind of would. There will be stuff that you won't wear at the gym. So yes, the brand is going to go huge. It's going to have all these expansions and shit. You guys are just here for the very beginning, which is actually pretty awesome because you'll be like, oh yeah, BTW, I was there when they made their first just black and white tanks. And now they're making freaking Astro jumps. It's crazy. Harvey Bradley says, I've gone from 140 pounds to 165 pounds in 6 months. I'm gaining size well and gaining strength as well, but now I have introduced 2 sessions of cardio. Will this slow my gains? No. Just eat more if you aren't gaining weight still. Just eat more.
How old is he?
Wait, no. It doesn't say. Just 6 months of progress. Preston F. asking a question that always gets asked in these, but that's fine. It's a good one. What does your current supplement stack look like since you're restricting whey and creatine? My current stack looks like...
You should take for pre-workouts and stuff.
Oh yeah, swag. So my pre-workout, LP is getting... I take a multivitamin, I take melatonin, I take obviously my Accutane, which is not a supplement really, but and I take AAKG, which is a pumping agent. It's pieces of protein. And so for my pre-workout, we haven't been using pre-workouts at the 99-cent store. You've probably seen a video on either mine or his channel.
We have the
Love
best
this
99
place.
cent store.
2 for $1, so 50 cents each. These little sweet, they're called Zyos energy drinks, and this is like pomegranate. What is it?
Hibiscus red tea.
Hibiscus red
The other
tea.
one tastes like radioactive.
And this one is weird. But what they have is 80 milligrams, I believe, 80 milligrams of guarana and 80 milligrams of caffeine for 50 cents. Really good. Very, very clean, you know, because those are the only 2 stimulants. There's nothing else. There's no weird synthetics or anything. So I've been using those, and they are sweet. And then that's pretty much my supplement stack. I'm trying to think of anything else that I use. Sometimes I use glucosamine chondroitin if my joints hurt, but that's not very often. And that's pretty much that. Yeah, my supplements are pretty. Oh, egg protein. Sometimes I use egg protein. Designer's Lodge. I would like to ask regarding traps. One is bigger than the other. Measuring my left trap is completely flat. I don't know if this is. Jeez, sorry guys. If this is to do with me having my bag on one shoulder, but it really puts me down. It would be great if you could create some insight on this. You should check out the video Muscular Imbalances by me. So on the search bar, just punch in Muscular Imbalances Humorous Fitness, and hopefully that video will help you out. Face is looking all kinds of clear, man. Thank you, brother. I only have, you know, a few little spots left and some red marks, but we're getting to that final stretch of road, which is funny because every episode for the last probably 20 episodes of Accutane, and he's heard me do this a lot because he's here when I record a good often times. At the end of it, I'll be like, yeah, guys, it looks like we're almost done. Probably just 4 to 8 weeks left. I've said that every single video for like 20 weeks. I'm like, yeah, just another 8 weeks. And then it's just like another 16 weeks. But now I feel like we're actually down to the last 8 weeks.
It's starting to get to a point where he'll walk up to me, and in my brain, for some reason, it's like, whoa, he's wearing makeup almost. Like, yeah. Whoa. It's
it throws you off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because everyone's so... See, that's what's cool, though, is everyone gets used to you having acne to the point where that you having acne doesn't surprise them. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't, like, disturb them or bother them at all. They're just like, oh, that's just his face, whatever. So that's what I'm saying when I say don't worry about your acne. It's like, he's just like, oh, that's just Brian. And so now when I'm clearing up, he's like, oh, that's weird. I'm not used to that. So, like, everyone can get used to anything. It doesn't really matter. There's something else I was going to say, but I can't remember it. Oh, well. Trent Steele says, please rep me on the MISC. My name is Brian MC. I have 13,000 reputation points. So if you want a reputation from me, just personal message me, Brian MC. I will go and rep you, and you'll get about 20 points. Good for you. It's good. No, really, it is good for you. It's awesome. It's really good to get reps because then you can make people do stuff. Will Z94 says, what is an accurate way to measure body fat? One day, I'm having a 4-pack, and the next day, only 2. Help! You're holding water. That's what's happening with your 2-ab, 4-ab thing. But body fat, I don't feel like you need to measure it that often because really, what's the point of it? There's no competitions that you ever need to know your body fat for. There's no like official numbers that you need to have for anything. So I go by the look. I look at the body marks I look at landmarks on my body. If I see striations in my delts, I know that I'm single-digit body fat, under 10. If I see all 8 of my abs, then I'm definitely single-digit. If I see
just talking about my bottom of my belly.
Yeah, perfect. See,
it's definitely my landmark.
It's all landmarks. So you find out what you look like at what rough body percent fat you are, and then from that point on, you don't never need to use a caliper or bioimpedance tests. You can just look and be like, oh, I'm probably about 11, and I can do this very accurately for myself. For other people, I can judge you pretty well, but obviously everyone is different, holds fat in the different places, so I'd have to see you in your underwear, and that's kind of hard to do for most people.
It's like if somebody had like a really cool muscle structure, everything just looked really neat, they could retain fat because they like everything protruded nicely. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So who's to say what body fat you need to be at?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Numbers.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Just do what you want to do to look how you want to look. Simple as that, man. It's super simple.
I always tell people full-length mirror.
Yeah, full-length
mirror.
mirror.
Throw away all these machines and buy a full-length mirror.
And make sure it's flat. There's no weird curve to it because you'll look different and you won't even realize that you look fat in this mirror or skinny in this mirror or whatever. Also, if you need to have an exact body fat, do a water hydrostatic test, a bioimpedance test. Nothing else is going to give you an accurate, exact reading. Maybe do that one time. You can usually do it at a universities or hospitals or places that have
these. I was about to be like, where in the world do you do that?
Right. You do it one time, take a picture of yourself, write your body fat on that, and then from that point on, you know that 13.6% body fat looks like that picture. Then you can judge yourself from that point on, and then you'll never have to pay for a stupid bioimpedance test again. Darren Moon, what the f is up? This started early. No, it didn't. You were late. I'm late. What the fuck? That's what he says right after that. P.S. Hi, boys. I miss you. What's up, boy?
I miss you too, baby.
We'll see you in October, man, for my competition. Darren Moon, that first subscriber, if you've been around for a while, the first subscriber workout that I did, he's coming back down for my competition on October 4th, so that's really cool of him to do. He's from Utah, so it's a pretty big drive. Heavy Gainer says, almost 12,000 subscribers. Keep up the good work. Thanks, brother. We're getting there close. We're at 11,400 today. Zordon says, yeah, it's even harder to get to Comic-Con from fucking Serbia. You're right. We are kind of bitching about tickets and shit.
Yeah.
You're kind of just looking at it on YouTube.
I saw. I'm done.
It gets way better every year. Can you do it 10,000 calories in one meal challenge? I definitely could do that. But I can't because I'm doing a competition. So, like, after my competition, I could do that.
Do you think you'll hit 12K after the competition?
12K subs?
Oh, you'll hit it way before that.
I'll hit it in, like...
You should do, like, a 13,000 meal challenge.
Oh,
for
juicy.
the 1,300. Yeah.
That gets harder and harder as I
know, and that's why it's fun.
Get after my contest. It's like a 16th. Okay. Do you believe that cooking food really kills the nutritional value of food? They talked about it in the documentary Food Matters on Netflix. We've been eating food cooked for a long time, and all of our studies, research, and whatnot is all based off of cooked food. So everything that you've heard about, like growing and whatnot, and science, and hypertrophy, and your body, is all based off of cooked food. So, I mean, you don't have any raw research. You have a little bit, but not that much. You should continue eating cooked food. It's not that big of a deal because the amount of nutrients that you are not getting because of the denaturing that you're causing protein when you're cooking it, you're just going to make up by eating more of it. So say you get 70% of what you could have got, now you just eat another 30%. Same amount as eating it raw, but now you're not a gross person eating raw chicken breast.
You can't do that.
Can't do that. You'll die. You'll die. General Me Too. General Me Too is a really cool name, by the way. It reminds me of General Grievous and all the other generals in Star Wars.
It does sound very Star Wars.
Of which I have been watching a lot of. Clone Wars, I don't know if you guys remember this on Cartoon Network. It's a cartoon, but it's Star Wars. Clone Wars is the fucking best show. I'm on season 3 out of 6.
It's amazing.
It's awesome. It's
You
on
can just
Netflix.
pop in at any show.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
It's all continuation from the very beginning, but each episode is its own story, and you can completely watch it separate. Great stuff to do while you're eating your post-workout meal. Jesus Fernandez, probably Jesus, but Jesus Fernandez says, heavyweight, not great form, or lighter weight, great form. Always better form.
Always.
Never bad form.
Yeah.
Ever. General Me Too says, afraid of hernia strangulations. Sorry for not being clear. Yeah, okay, so that makes sense. Should you worry about strangulations? No. You will know if you have a strangulation because the strangulation hurts really bad. If your hernia literally is hurting so bad that you can't do things, you know, it's hard to lift, it's just, that's when it's getting strangled. And if that's happening, then you need to get that fixed because that can end up being very bad, and you know, pieces of your intestine can have problems, can die off and stuff like that. But you don't have to worry about strangulations. I've had mine for 6 months or so. If you want to check out the video of me getting my hernia, punch in Humorous Fitness hernia. Literally, I have the video of me leaning back, pop, it pops out. It's not a big deal. It'll be fine. You'll know when you need to worry about your strangulations and injuries from the hernia. Joshua Lopez, dude, when are you guys gonna go do a collab with Tim Thibodeau? Imagine a collab of Humorous Fitness, Lanky Progress, Obese to Beast, Tim Thibodeau, and Matt Major. Damn, this guy's on it with the whole, like, our little local, our group.
I'd be honored. I'm honored to be included in that.
Right? Tim Thibodeau lives on the East Coast somewhere. I think New Jersey.
It's getting a little harsh.
So it's not exactly something that's like a hop, skip, and away. We'd have to actually fly or drive, and that costs a lot of money. Plus, I don't know if you guys know this, but we put up a video every single day. Well, I put up a video every single day, so it's kind of hard to continue doing that if I'm doing it worldwide. I mean, a countrywide road trip. But one day, I give you my word, Tim Thibodeau and I will collaborate. No doubt. I know he's on board with it. I'm all sorts of on board with it. I've been watching that kid for a long time. If you haven't checked out his channel, you should definitely check out his channel, even though his name is impossible to spell.
Dodo.
Damn.
Tito.
Dirty.
Turbado.
Mustache. Oh my gosh. They're all coming. I just lost place. Mustache.
Just lost the game.
What are your... I just lost. You guys just lost the game. 100 subscribers, 100 followers, 100 people watching.
Wow.
What's up, all y'all? What are your PRs for deadlift and squat? When I was bulking, I was hitting like 355, 360 for my heaviest. On squat, I was for like a 4 or 5 set. What was the other one? Did you say deadlift? Deadlift?
What is that PR?
I don't know. I don't think I've ever maxed out, really. When I did Babyface Fitness Collab, I was pretty impressed with myself. I think I put 4 or 4.5 plates, and I bumped it out for like 10 reps. It was stupid. I don't know what was happening. I was trying to show off. I think that's what it was. But yeah, those are my progresses. Hassan Ali. I feel like there's a lot of people watching this broadcast right now doing stairs or cardio of some sort.
Why do you have that feeling?
I feel like a lot of my viewers, I feel like a lot of YouTube fitness viewers are when people are doing their cardio.
Yeah, Tim talks about it all the time.
Yeah, I feel like that's just proper.
He'll like pause and they'll be, hope you guys are enjoying your cardio.
Right. So I hope you guys are enjoying your cardio. Get that sweat. Keep going. Don't stop. Don't stop. Keep going. Keep that pace going. Pick it up even.
One more stair, baby.
Yeah, put it one level. Hassan Ali says, how long do you recommend doing a mini cut to drop around 8 to 10 kilograms, which is about 20 to 25 pounds if you're not familiar with kilograms? And how much would you drop your calories for maintenance? Watch my progress videos because for this cut, I'm actually making it easy to follow along with. I'm making sure that I give you instructions to follow along with so you can follow along the entire journey. But find your maintenance, drop it by 200 calories, eat that for a week, see if you lose weight. If you don't, drop it another calories, see if you lose half a pound to a pound that week, then drop your calories again. If you aren't, and keep doing that until you are dropping about a pound a week or 0.5 kilograms. And run it for as long as you want. There's no time limit that you should do it. Run it as long as you need until you get the weight off that you want or you get the appearance that you want. Good luck.
102.
Hannah J said, I meant the incline chest press machine. Sorry for the cute confusion. So incline chest press machine or flat dumbbell press. Both are very, very much so useful, and I use both of them. Dumbbell press is going to be... I got confused. Sorry, YouTube gave me a message about how there's too many comments or something. Dumbbell chest press is gonna be great for me. At least it gets me a whole chest pump. Incline, I'm really able to think about, because I'm on the machine, I'm not controlling and stabilizing. I'm just literally able to think about my elbow positioning. As I'm pushing up, I'm twisting my elbow in, and I'm pushing my palms together, even though my palms are not going to touch because they're on individual handles. And that allows me to basically do a fly with my chest as I'm pressing.
Yeah, people don't understand how much mental lifting is. Like, if you're trying to do a row
100%.
and you're concentrating on your hand making the movement and not your elbow, you're going to be doing a curl. But if you concentrate on your elbow making the movement, all of a sudden you engage your lat. Or like rear delts too. People always do that weird tricep movement when they do rear delts. It's because they're not thinking, I want to engage.
Yeah, when you're doing rear delts, a lot of people keep their arms fully straight, but it's actually better if you keep a little bit of a bend, and you keep that bend constant. Constant is necessary. If you're ever moving your arm doing an exercise, especially when you're trying to hit shoulders, when you're moving it, your triceps can take over because you're contracting. Whereas if you're holding isometric, you won't burn out and fatigue as easy. Arm wrestle LP. Nah.
I do not arm wrestle anyone ever.
Yeah. And
I feel like that's such
smart
a
reasoning.
Oh yeah.
I arm wrestled my buddy like 4 months ago, 3 months ago, something like that. If you guys have been following along, you remember this entry. Me and my buddy were at a bar, and it was like, yeah, you guys are so buff, you guys are arm wrestling. I was like, sure, let's show off. That's fun. And then we arm wrestled, and I was like, cool, I won, what to do? And then I went home, and it was all good. But then I woke up the next day, and I was like, fuck, my arm hurts. And then I went and worked out, and I was like, my arm hurts. And the tendon that connects my bicep to my bone actually started really hurting, and it was messed up for like 8 to 12 weeks. So stay away from arm wrestling. It is pointless. Seriously, it's pointless. Unless you're going to compete in arm wrestling, don't do it. It's pointless. It's going to ruin your aesthetics. It's going to injure yourself. It's bad. Everything's bad about it.
Rotator cuff.
There's too much bad
stuff going on. It's creepy.
Peter N says, is the likelihood of hernias high for lifting, and is there any ways to prevent them? So a hernia occurs because you have a defect in your abdominal wall. So that's completely genetic and has nothing to do with lifting. Whether or not you get a hernia is completely genetic. But all the heavy lifting and stuff is going to obviously make it happen if you are predisposed to having it happen. And is there a way to prevent them? You can breathe correctly. I think I also did a video called breathing with a hernia or something like that. But you have to breathe properly. So when you're pushing away from your body, push out. When you're doing the concentric of a motion, breathe out. Because as you're putting all this pressure and you're squeezing everything and all your blood pressure is raising and you're holding your breath, now all this intra-abdominal pressure is built, whereas if you breathe out, all that pressure is allowed to escape from your mouth. You know what I'm saying? Where otherwise, instead of your mouth taking out the pressure, your hernia is going to take out the pressure. Your intestines are going to come out of your wall to relieve pressure.
Yeah, people hate me ever since you've gotten your hernia. I've been so paranoid. I always...
So good to do that. So it's not even just for hernias, but it keeps your regulation of breathing really good, and it keeps you from burning out before you should. It keeps you as optimal as you can with your reps of sets.
Can even turn it into a little baby roar, not too loud so people don't look at you too weird, but yeah, it can help you.
There's this guy in my old gym that everyone makes growling noises and shit, everyone, but instead of making a manly he would make a sex sound. He would make an orgasm sound as he was pushing heavy weights. So he'd be like, it was the most impossible. He was medium big. It was the most impossible thing to lift next to him because as you're going into your 5th, 6th rep, yeah. And he had earphones in too, so he didn't hear himself, and he thought he was just lifting.
Yeah, that's when my roars get the loudest. Is when I have loud music on. You don't even know you're doing it.
Yeah, totally. I generally only roar when I'm deadlifting, squatting, something crazy. Where is the next one? I lost my place.
Way too much fun.
Joe Richer says, ever pull a muscle in your lower back to where you can't touch your toes? How long does it take to recover? Was doing rows. I've never done that, but that can happen. You could also pinch sag nerve, pinch nerves, whatever. And it usually takes, anywhere from 4 to 12 weeks to repair, depending on how light you're being with it, if you're doing proper rehabilitation, if you're stretching, or if you're continuing lifting really heavy weights, that can also make it take a lot longer. Where was I? John for Lakers fan says, Brian, you want a PvP, bro? Are you talking about RuneScape, bro? I will take you out with my poison dragon daggy. Not really, though. I don't have my RuneScape account anymore. What was actually funny is I played from like 13 years old until I was like 15 and a half, 16 years old. And then I was like, I'm over RuneScape. That's stupid. And then some kid at my school was like, I'll give you $50 for your account. And I was like, done. Sold it to him. And then like 6 months later, I was like, damn it, I want to play RuneScape. And I had such a good account. Though. Yeah, dude, it's so stupid.
Probably a lot of Slurpees.
If I fucking played RuneScape now, I feel like a lot of my fans would give me RuneScape stuff. Like, I would be so swagged out on RuneScape. They'd be like, "Here,
it costs money to have a profile."
Yeah, there's a membership version, but there's also a free version, which is cool. Yeah, like membership just gives you like the full spectrum of medals and stuff.
Yeah, the whole RPG, role playing, everything. LP. Not even once.
LP, not even once. HF, 1,000 times. I fucking love RPGs, and I credit a lot of my like drive, ambition, and goal setting to RPGs because that RPGs are just a shorter version of life in a different theme. Teaches you to set goals, get them, get your armor, and then go kill fucking dragons. Connor Miller, if you were a superhero, what would your name be? Oh, I was hoping you were going to say what superhero would it be?
Beyond the Hero.
I would be Beyond the Hero. That's pretty good, bro. I'd probably be like TST or something, like thick, solid, tight, but the acronym TST, so it sounds like testosterone. I am TST, man! Just run. Like I just don't think about the plan before I go into it, and then I just go and fucking run. So like someone's robbing a bank, and I'm like, what's the situation here? The cop's like, there's like 4 hostages and 18, and I'm just like, okay. Just start running in. Just like fuck everything up. Like 8 people get killed. Like I kill some of the fucking terrorists. Some of them leave. Some of them escape.
It's kind of like Team America World Police.
Yeah, it's actually it's like Assy McGee. I just go in and I'm like,
I bet these people have never heard of Assy McGee.
Have you guys
heard of Assy McGee?
Yeah, please let us know if you've seen Assy McGee. Please. What's the situation here, Chief? Well, you're gonna suspend me? You're not gonna suspend me.
I had to kill him.
Natalie Draws says, how many grams of protein do you recommend for a vegetarian? Girl, I live 4 to 5 days a week. Not even, it doesn't matter if you're vegetarian or non-vegetarian. I feel like you should get 1 gram of protein per lean body mass pound that you have. So per, so basically you have to find out what your body fat is and then take that amount of fat off of your total weight, and then that's your lean body mass. 1 gram per pound of that. If you're having trouble figuring out what your LBM is, Google how to find my lean body mass or LBM. It's super easy. It'll give you a calculator and everything. But yeah, minimum 1 gram for if someone who's lifting. I like to do 1 to 1.5. That's my range. Ew, get off my glass, fly. Shoo. Fly, I'm on orange juice. I'm going to drink this once we're a little closer to the workout, probably in about half an hour. Steak Sauce 97 says, have you ever gotten a migraine in the middle of a lift? What do you do about it? I've actually never gotten a migraine, so I can't really relate with you on that one. I'm sorry. I've gotten headaches here and there, but I don't get headaches ever when I'm working out. I think this is due to vasodilation for me. My veins get bigger, so I'm able to push more blood around my body. But I know some people do get migraines, and that totally sucks. I know LP gets mad migraines. I don't get
What I do for migraines when it comes to lifting is you have your signs and I have my signs of a migraine. My dad gets like blurry vision and stuff. You can tell when it's coming. So go work out then when you know it's coming. And then you're going to douse yourself with caffeine. And I know that sounds silly, but caffeine for me personally always gets rid of a migraine if I get it in time. And then you'll go work out, and then the migraine will be completely gone. That's normally what happens for me. But if your schedule isn't working out and like you can't do that, yeah, that sucks. But whatever.
There you go. So you can try that. He's definitely more of an expert on the subject than I am. He's been getting migraines since he was like, I don't know, fucking little kid, right?
Like 14?
Yeah.
The left side of my head sometimes just like heartbeat.
Woo. It sounds really painful. And I watch people get these. I watch my like ex-girlfriends get these, my dad, him. And I'm just like, I'm sorry.
He's watched me throw up because of mine sometimes.
Yeah.
That's how bad they get.
And I'm just like, I know there's nothing that I can do, and there's pretty much nothing you can do, so, like, I just kind of feel sorry for you, but, like, this sucks. Like, sorry. Like, this is, I don't know. Designer's Lodge says, Brian, putting on weight for a hard gainer, do you think it has to do with the amount of calories you eat, or can it also depend on the protein, fat, carbs? It's calories, bro. Like, you have to have your protein, right? You have to have you have to have your minimum protein to grow. But after that, it's all calories. And for me, a hard gainer, a really hard gainer, true hard gainer, is going to need a lot of carbs. So, like, maybe you get 200 to 300 grams of protein, but you're probably going to need 500, 600, 700 grams of carbs to grow. Hard gainers need a lot of carbs. Motherhead, 1, 2, 3, 4. Natalie, tell them the height and weight. I don't know what that is. Kyle Pellerin, hey Brian, first time getting to one of these. Just wondering, how long after you started lifting do you think you stopped being the little guy in the gym? So my attire for the gym has always been the same. I always wear wife beaters and shorts, and I've just recently started wearing tanks, obviously, because I have my own company. But so you can imagine a 15-year-old kid that's 6 foot tall at 130 pounds wearing a white wife beater. I was always wearing white wife beaters. I looked like a redneck, dude, like a white trash.
Yeah, skinny guys look stupid in white beaters.
Stupid, bro. So I was probably skinny for, in my opinion, 3 years. I was always like, yeah, I'm getting size, but I'm still pretty fucking small. And not until just recently, about 9 months ago, did I feel like, you know what? Like, you can look at me and you know that I lift. It's not a debate. It's like, I lift. But I still don't feel huge. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel big, but not that big. Like, this is a good comparison. Like, if I go to a corporate gym, 24 LA, one of those types of things, so those 24-hour gyms, like at Planet Fitness and all those fucking ones, I'll be one of the bigger dudes in there. But if I go to Worlds or Golds or, what is it called, Metroflex, or any of the real iron bodybuilder hardcore gyms, I'll be one of the small guys. So it's all depending on perspective and who you're with and what your goal is and whatnot. Henatel says, have you ever strained a muscle next to your coccyx while squatting? No. I have had some discomfort while doing sumos when I was my stance was really wide and I was trying to squeeze my butt without enough proper warming up. It definitely hurt, but no, I haven't got that in squats. But I have heard tons of people getting that. I've dealt with people doing that before. It sucks. How often do you work out in a week? I work out 6 days a week, and actually not Sunday anymore. I work out on Sundays. Sunday used to be my rest day. Now Wednesdays are my rest day. I think it's better that way because Sundays are always super empty at the gym, so it's awesome. But I do 6 days a week and take 1 day off, which is Wednesday. Zordon says, how much cardio are you doing now? How many calories per session? I am putting up a progress video later today, so keep your eyes peeled for that. It's going to have all this information on it. But I'm doing 6 cardio sessions a week. Holy crap, a lot of comments just came in. Whoa. 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 Whoa, they're still coming. 20 minutes a day, 6 cardio sessions a week, and that works really well for me. The machine says 230 to 260 calories burned, but that's all here and there. Wow! A lot of comments just came in, guys. I'm sorry, I did not realize I was so far back. Let me just scroll up about 4 inches, and I'll start from here. Darren Moon says, oh, William Priv says, lulled so hard at Miss Game. What's up, Will? I didn't know you were in here, man. I like William Priv. I think it's funny as fuck. It's the guy with the Burt avatar. Darren Moon says, what is your opinion on body composition? One day I will look thick, solid, and tight, and the next day I'm only thick and kind of solid and maybe tight. Does fat intake, sodium make you hold water? Everything affects your composition of well, not composition. Everything affects your water retention, your glycogen stores. Not composition necessarily, because that would mean you were fluctuating in body fat, and that doesn't happen. But yeah, if you drink a lot of water the day before, you're gonna hold water less the next few days, as as your body doesn't need to hold as much water. If you're having a lot of sodium the day before, you're gonna hold a lot of water the next day, making you look really fat. If you have a lot more fat the day before, I find that the next day my muscles are very hard, dense, solid. If I have a lot of carbs, I see the next day that I have a better pump in my workout, but I oftentimes will bloat a little bit more, hold a little bit more water. So everything is a factor, you know what I'm saying? Everything is a factor. William Priv says, why is LP so thick, solid, and tight? Explain that. It's not natural. Serious. Okay, so...
I'm sorry, I'm napping.
So people like assume that if you make astounding progress quickly that you're on steroids, right? And that's not the case even slightly. What LP did was he started lifting, and the first day he started lifting, he lifted with me, and I taught him how to do things symmetrically, you know what I'm saying? So like he built things correctly. He didn't leave out his rear delts in the beginning of his workouts. He didn't leave out his traps. He didn't leave out his calves. Basically what happened with LP is he got on the fast track of working out. He got all the pro tips. You know, he wasn't having to get his own learning curve where he figured out what was smart, what was stupid. He just immediately started lifting, and then everyone that was with him was like, don't do that, that's stupid. Don't do that, that's stupid. Don't do that, that's stupid. Do this, this, and this. And then immediately he was on the fast track to doing it right. He was doing what we're doing. So LP's progress is probably the most optimal amount of progress that he can make with his genetics. He's making as much natural progress as he possibly can with what he's giving because he's doing 6 days a week. He's eating the food that, you know, we've all, you know, eat. Like, okay, at this point, I'm not telling him shit. I'm not telling him anything. But in the beginning, I told him everything. Then he retained this, and now this is his knowledge. So he's eating correctly. He's working out, you know what I'm saying? So it's impressive, you know. He's made a lot of progress, and it's completely natural. I feel like this is just a good testament to, like, if you put in hard work and you do it right, you can gain a lot of muscle, and you should stop yelling steroids at people just because you might not be doing something right. You know what I'm saying? Connor says, if you need a show to watch on Netflix, watch Supernatural. I love Supernatural. I'm done with it. It's amazing. The whole, like, Satan being a character and everything is amazing. It's a good show. It's awesome. Who has a higher deadlift? PR, Chelsea lifts, or LP?
Probably Chelsea.
I think Chelsea lifts. Actually, I'm quite positive Chelsea lifts does. Steve Smith says, Brian flexed to arms. Hannah J says, will there ever be tanks in female sizes like extra, extra small? One day. Yes, currently not really because there's not that much of a demand for it. But you're an extra, extra small? You're a double X small? Girl, send me email, okay? You send me email. We'll figure out a little thing for you. Ryab Nothada. What's your take on aesthetic bodybuilding versus high rep calisthenics? I often bounce back and forth, unable to decide which is more beneficial for overall health, everyday utility, blah, blah, blah. You're talking to the wrong guy if you want me to be like, oh yeah, I feel like calisthenics have like a really high, you know, point in life. Because I don't care about functionality. I'm not a CrossFit person. I don't care if I can, you know, if all of a sudden one day a hurricane comes through my town and there's a bunch of logs and I have to pick a log up off of my dog. Like, none of that shit happens. You're not going to end up in a forest and you have to pick up a rock 182 times in 5 minutes. Like, none of that matters. To me, if you know my personality, if you know who I am, what I'm going about, I'm trying to get as big as possible while staying aesthetic and relatively lean. So I'm doing what's best for that. And what's best for that is my bodybuilding hypertrophy style. Whereas calisthenics is not going to grow you as quickly, although it will make you functional, mobile, and healthy. So whatever your goal is, you should go for that. Saul Velvador says, can I build strength and muscle doing a 5x5 training? 5x5 training is not that great for building muscle. Neither is starter strength. 5x5 is great for building strength, but as far as hypertrophy goes, it's not that great because in a hypertrophy range, you want to be between 8 and 16 reps. Whereas you're staying 5, so that's between 2 and 8 reps. That's the strength. That's where I usually tell people to work in strength. So you're going to get a lot of strength, but not so much muscle. You will gain, of course, a little bit of size, but you won't gain that much size. Also, lol at William Priv laughing at Chelsea lifts or LP comment. That was pretty funny. Can I build strength? Oh, sorry. Sivam Rao. Hey, what's up, Siv? This kid's been following me since, I think, under 1,000 subscribers. This kid's sick. If you're aiming to gain 2 pounds a month, how much of that is realistically muscle? So you're getting 0.5 pounds a week. Really, you're gaining very little muscle in a year. If you bulked for an entire year, you'd be gaining very little muscle. You'd see that after you cut all the way back to your, you know, your low body fat. Why did my cell phone just restart? I'm scared. What's going on? Oh no. It's like automatically updating things. I'm scared. What were we talking about? 0.5. You can gain. I think it's like after you've got past your new gains and being a kid, you get like 2 to 6 pounds of muscle a year or something like that, and then it decreases every year, and then eventually you're only gaining like 1 pound of muscle a year. It's crazy. Fetoskin 1988 says, every time I make a carb refeed, I feel like shit the next 2 days. Very tired, sleepy, bad mood in general. Why is that? Too high in carbs, carb food choices, or why? What can you suggest? This can be a multitude of things. So if you're refeeding and you're not having that much carbs in the first place, and then you refeed and you have a lot of carbs, your body's not adjusted to that many carbs. So you're having a lot of this insulin dump. You're having like a bunch of things happen to you that your body's not prepared for. So if you would have, so just theoretically, if you're eating low carbs and then you slowly ramp it up over a period of 2 weeks, and then you're at what you would have eaten at your refeed, then you'll feel good, and those carbs will actually bring you energy. But because you dumped them all on you, that's why it made you lethargic. Scott Kimber, favorite cheese. I also saw this on Ask Brian, and I'm still going to answer it on Ask Brian, so I'm going to skip it on this one. Hannah J. Make sure to add more colors and sizes in your shop during Christmas time. I'm totally going to get one. There will be plenty of colors and sizes and designs and whatnot, but likely there will not be extra small on the site. If you guys ever need a custom size, if you want extra small, or if you need a 3XL or whatever you need to email me and we'll figure it out. It will obviously take a period of like 2 or 3 weeks for me to get the shirt and then actually print it for you, dry it up, make it happen, and then wrap it and all that. But I can make that happen for you guys as long as you're patient. You know what I mean? I'll get you in on the next print load. Harvey Bradley says, I am 17 years old as well. Reply to LP's earlier comment. Cool. Zordan says, 1 day of not hitting my macros, the exact number, sets me back a few pounds on my cut, so I'm stuck on the same weight for a while. I already lowered my calories, but it's the same shit. Any advice? If you're stagnating fat loss, weight loss, and you've dropped your calories and you're stagnating, that means that you've probably adjusted to your lowered calories. And I don't know how long you've been cutting, but maybe you've been cutting for a long time. What I would advise is to slowly refeed yourself back up. Slowly, really slowly. Like maybe increase 50 calories every other day for a few weeks until you're back up at a higher caloric intake. And then because you're at a higher caloric intake, your leptin levels are going to be back up, your metabolism is going to be revving, and then you can start cutting again. And that is always really effective. You can also try different cardio strategies. There's a lot of different factors. Maybe try HIT. Maybe kick up your intensity in your workouts. Maybe you're talking to people. I mean, I don't know you, so I can't really give you, a breakdown of what's going wrong. Scott Kimber says, I was the 100th. What's up, 100th? You're the millennium, baby. U2B says, sometimes when I poop, I use the shaping attachment from my old Play-Doh fun set. Cool. Cool story. Blade83336, is it safe to eat 4 to 5 cans of tuna a day daily? I love that stuff and it's cheap, but people say it's bad because of the mercury poison. I don't know. I don't manufacture tuna, so I have no clue how many milligrams of mercury is allowed in their tuna according to the FDA regulations. But if it's a lot and you're eating 5 of it, you're getting 5 times as much as a regular person would on in an individual day. So who knows? Play it fast and loose or play it right and tight, dude. I'd play it right and tight, but it's up to you. Depends what kind of rhyming scheme you like. Zordan says, when are you going to do a collab with East Coast YouTubers Max, Tuning, Maddie Fusaro, Nick Wright, Bodybuilding, Olympus Iron, Tim Thibodeau, etc., etc.? I'm just naming more that are on the East Coast. I would love to do a collab with all those guys, but one, it's hard to get in contact with those guys. They're doing a lot. They're very busy, and it's a lot of work for people to do collabs. I guess for other people it's more work than for me. I like doing collabs, but I understand that doing collabs takes a lot of time, so it's something that's a little difficult to fit into your time limits and restrictions. But also, they're on the East Coast, so it's hard to get to them. I'm hoping that a lot of these guys will be at the LA Fit Expo, and I will be able to collab with them there. Also, at any point, if some of the Texas YouTubers, Christian Guzman, I think Jones is out there. I know there's a couple other out there. If any of those guys want to collab, all they have to do is say the word, and I'll drive out there in a couple days. It's just really hard to get a hold of these guys, you know. So, you know, if you're on their channels or whatever and you mention me, that's good because they'll start getting to know my name. But yeah, I would love to do more of these collabs. I really, really want to do them, probably more than you want me to do them. It's just really hard to get them done. General Me Too says, General Vasilij Me Too is an alter ego of a Croatian pop folk singer that he uses when he plays in his heavy metal band. The name is actually kind of a joke. That's awesome. That reminds me of Guar. I love Guar. It's so funny. Brody's Fitness Life is being hilarious and trolling his own troll joke, and he's asking, where's Jason Genova?
Where's my new intro?
Oh yeah, Brody, where's your new intro, man? How come you ain't using the LP intro, baby? Georgie or George, who gives a damn? Your brother getting bigger and bigger. I remember in April, he was smaller than my dick. And now he's bigger, man. LP's on a continuous erection, you know what I'm saying? Heavy Gainer says, do you think low-carb diet is best for losing most of the fat? No, I don't like low-carb diet personally, but as a hard gainer, I can keep carbs in my diet when I'm bulking and cutting. When I'm cutting, obviously a little bit less carbs, but still mostly carbs. You know, something like 50 to 70% is great for me. But for other people who have a hard time with carbs, people who put on a lot of fat when they're bulking with carbs, they are going to need lower carbs than when they're cutting. Otherwise, it's going to be a very difficult time for them to cut. So, you know, like I always say, it's all up to each person. It's all very custom to you. I don't know what I was looking at. Lydia Campbell says, I always get pain in my shins when I try to do cardio. Is it stress fractures, and is it worth seeing a doctor about it? No, it's fine. You can see a doctor about it, but they're just going to take your money and then tell you what I'm about to tell you. All that is compound stress fractures at a very minuscule, very microscopic level from hitting over and over. Just like if you did anything with any bone, if you hit it over and over, it's going to get tired, you know what I'm saying? So you're getting these tiny, 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 may I say it a few more times, tiny, 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 little fractures in your shin bones, in your tibia, that is causing that pain. So if you can work through it, that's great. I know it does get really painful. Sometimes you got to leave off of your, you know, cardio, do a little bit something less, you know, compound. But yeah, you're pretty safe. Steve Smith says, Brian, how's the Accutane progress been doing? It's been doing fantastic. You can see an update of how it's been doing every single Monday. I put about 3 hours of editing into every Monday's video. It's a pretty good thing to see. BBY says, fan workout session, would that be happening in the future? Yeah, I've actually done a few fan workout sessions. I literally just did one like a week and a half with this kid, Adrian, who watches the channel. Awesome guy. Actually really fucking strong, especially for how little he's been lifting. And then earlier, I did an official YouTube subscriber workout with Darren Moon. I think you can look that up just by punching in Humorous Fitness subscriber workout, and you'll see that. And it was a lot of fun. I'm always, listen here, guys, listen. I am always willing to lift with anybody that watches my channel, whether you live here or you don't. If you're going to visit here for your family or something, you can tell them peace out for a minute and come lift with me. No problem. I'd love to meet all you guys. The reason I'm able to have this YouTube channel, the reason I'm allowed to have 86 people watching me and answer all these comments is because you guys care enough to watch me. So who am I to not want to talk to each and every one of you? I love each and every one of you. So if you want to work out, come work out. Let's do this. Masoud Hussein Hassan says, is it necessary to isolate hamstrings? I do a lot of squats and sumos. If you are working for the aesthetics, if you're just trying to look good, not necessarily just working on strength or powerlifting, every muscle, in my opinion, every single muscle should be isolated at some point because you want them all to look great on their own. You don't want to just do fucking, sorry, I'm cussing a lot. I'm sorry, guys. You don't want to do just benching for your triceps. You don't want to be like, oh, I don't hit triceps because they get hit plenty well on my bench. Or I don't hit biceps because they get hit plenty well when I deadlift and when I do lat pull downs. Those muscles are not going to look as good. So like your lats and your chest will look really great because you're hitting those directly all the time. But your bis and your tris are going to fall below. They're going to lack. You don't want anything to lack. You don't want your rear delts to lack because you're like, oh, I do overhead presses. I do shoulders all the time. You want to isolate everything and make it all pop and look 3D and look really good. And that's why, you know, some guys look, whoa, and then you're like, that guy's on steroids versus just like, oh, yeah, I mean, that makes sense. He looks good. I want to be the guy who's like, whoa! I want to be that guy that makes you go, what the hell? He's probably on something. You know, that's cool to me. Jesus Fernandez says, opinions on pre-exhausting muscles before getting into your heavy sets. The strategy is cool. I like the idea of it, but I do not like it in practice. Because if I fatigue my triceps and then I try to bench on a barbell, my chest is not going to get a great workout because I'm going to fatigue super early on my bench because of my triceps going out. And then I will still have 6 more reps in my chest, but I'll have 0 more reps in my triceps. I don't like pre-exhausting very much. Uh-oh, I gotta pee. It's gonna be. I'm gonna try to work through it, guys. What would be your dream car? So if you guys know me, you know that cars are not really a big deal to me as far as like what car I drive as a status symbol. I drive a Honda Civic. A lot of you guys have seen it. A lot of you guys complain about it and say like, "Oh, it's so beat up. I can't watch your videos," because that has anything to do with the video content. My windshield and my like visor, who cares? Anyways, I drive a really crappy Honda Civic, and I don't really care. It gets me from point A to point B. I think it's cool that, you know, I think I've always loved the idea of big bodybuilders getting out of little crappy cars, because you're like, he doesn't care about his car, he cares about himself. I've always thought that was really cool, and that's just a little childish childhood thing that I've always enjoyed about bodybuilders. But you know, if I had my ultimate car, I would love a Lexus LFA. Those things are just juicy. Oh, ooh, girl. Ooh, girl. That car is so juicy. Ooh, girl. Meet me at Edgeville and 1v1 me. Serious. I would, bro, but I literally do not have a RuneScape account anymore. Otherwise, I'd romp you, bro, because my account was pretty gangster. My prayer was all the way up, man. My magic was all the way up. All right. Jurgen Roland says, I am wrestled yesterday and had heavy bench today. My right shoulders are so fucked up. I'm sorry, man. That sucks. David's the Miller. What do you think of fake natties on YouTube? I mean, what do you mean, really? Like, what do I think about fake natties, or what do I think about people who've been accused of being natty? Like, it's all up in the air. Like, okay, people, I'm just going to go with one that I've heard thousands of times. Fake YouTube natty, people say Matt Ogus. Matt Ogus, I can assure you, is not on steroids. I can't assure you this because I know him personally. I can't assure you because I'm friends with him, nothing like that. But I can assure you by watching his progression, watching his training style, watching his discipline, his understanding of what he's doing, and his mastery of his form. Like, those things are all things that people that claim people are on steroids do not have and will not ever get because they aren't willing to get it. They think that everyone's not willing to get it, and therefore they think that everyone's taking steroids because they think that is the only way to make things happen. A lot of YouTube natties are really natty. There are a few that aren't. I'm not going to say which ones. I'm not going to even say that I know who is or is not. But, you know, a lot of them are completely natural, and it's not a big deal. Okay, what do you think? Okay, Hannah J says, I think this is really funny. Hannah J says, please tell me that you've played Pokemon. LP's been really pissed off at me lately because I've actually been playing Pokemon. I've been playing Pokemon. Here I am, and there's these guys, and they're gonna take a submarine into the ocean and kill everyone, and I have to stop them. Okay? I don't know what I just did, honestly. But anyways, I've always played Pokemon since I was a little kid. I loved them. I haven't played it for like 4 years, and I downloaded a whole little thing, and I got Sapphire on my cell phone, and I've never played Sapphire. I've never dealt with all these new weird Pokemon, and it is a lot of fun. I've been playing it during my my downtime, so like when I'm doing stairs and stuff at the gym, or if I'm just like whatever, waiting at the doctor's, I was playing this. It's so fun. I love Pokemon. My trainer's name, I am Jacoby. I am Jacoby, and my Pokemon's name is P-Money, so whatever. Civ Rao says, I'm going to a wedding later, and there's going to be a lot of good food. Should I bring my food scale? Man, you should just bring your hands and just shove it in your face and just bulk really hard today. Steve Smith says, Brian, smash your buddy. Smash who? Zordon says, Batman or Superman? Batman, absolutely. Can't feel my tricep working. Your superhero name would be Dr. Gaines, or does that sound more like a villain? That sounds definitely like a villain. Oh, by the way, sorry if I'm not answering your questions, guys. It's really hard to get through all this. Team Beyond the Tim! What? Tim Thibodeau up in this. I accidentally put more than 20 grams of creatine in my Powerade. Fuck! No, Tim, no! Be careful, my friend. So all these comments are flying in right now. I'm watching them all fly up. Yeah, sorry I can't answer all these. I feel really bad. I really actually do feel bad because I'm so used to answering everything. And I'm used to answering every comment and stuff. So I feel bad that I'm missing a lot of people's stuff. And I feel bad that you had to type it in and then not get an answer. Are you competing in men's bodybuilding or physique? And physique, I'm not big enough quite yet for bodybuilding. I wish I was, baby. So Siv Rao introduced me to this channel, and I won the 10K tank giveaway, and he's mad now. Serious? Please tell him to respond. I know that I know this story, SBA, and it's really fucking funny. I think it's hilarious. Tim Thibodeau says 1v1 tickle fight me. Serious? Come here, baby. Come here, baby. I don't know how long you've been here, Tim, but some people were asking about a collab. You and me. Well, and you, me, LP, Matt Mage, all this. But like they were really wondering when we're gonna do a collab, and I'm wondering that as well. One of us has to travel. It'll happen. Are you going to the LA Fit Expo, Tim? I hope you are. Harvey Bradley says, I'm going to join the British Army within the next few months, so my fitness needs to increase. What is the best way to improve my cardiovascular system? Running and endurance. Running is a great way to increase your running endurance. Simple as that. If you want to do better cardio, then do cardio. If you're trying to do long range cardio, then do cardio that is long range. If you're trying to do short sprints, then do short sprints. Just basically, training is basically just mimicking what you want at the end for your goal, but for long periods of time. It's not that big of a deal. Just go do cardio. If you want to lift, then you should lift. You should do a combo of both. Superman or Batman again. Batman. 1v1 me in Super Smash Bros. Dude, I will wreck you every single time in Super Smash Brothers. I am really good at Super Smash Bros. I'm not even slightly joking. Seriously good at it. What else? What do we got? Do you recommend the low high-low workout for beginners? For beginners, not really. Unless you have a good grasp of weightlifting and form and stuff like that. If you feel like you've mastered things, and then maybe you haven't lifted for like a year or two, then yeah, it's great. But other than that, I feel like you should probably get used to working out first. Maybe do like 6 months of something else, and then try low high-low. Oh, lol, this is so funny from the big rod. Sky is blue. What's up, brother? He said, made it, sucker. Tegan Friesen says, also skin looking pretty good. Thanks, bro. Look, see? We're almost good. So you just got like a couple bumps and stuff. You got some dry ass lips though. Jeez. How tall are you? 6'1". SBA Fitness says, are you going to the Olympia? I wish I was. I don't have tickets. I'm not going. But what I do every year is I broadcast it on my big TV here, and like a bunch of my boys, a bunch of my lifting buddies come over, and we're just like, yeah, you got this, Kai Green, even though we know Kai Green's not going to win. We're like, you got it, Kai Green, this is your year. And then Phil Hughes wins. Which is what's going to happen again this year. But it's fun to watch. I love watching it. Seriously, I really do love watching it. Whereas when I was a little kid, I remember watching Olympia, or like any bodybuilder thing, and I'd just be like, that's weird. I don't ever want to be one of those guys. That's weird. And now I'm like, that's the fucking best sport ever. And I actually care about stats. It's cool. Hey, JB7 says, opinion of cutting on keto. Keto, I'm just going to be straight with it. I don't really think keto is that great. For some people it works, but for me, I just feel like it's not a great idea. It's not. You're going to lose a lot of strength. You're going to have no energy in the gym, so you're going to lose muscle. I'd stay away from it. Maybe low carb is better. Carb cycling. You could try keto, though. Maybe keto is the perfect thing for you. Fast question. How many years have you been bodybuilding? I've been lifting for 6 and almost a half years now. So pretty long time. How are the new tank tops going to look? There aren't going to be any new tank tops. We're going to restock this, all the designs. We're going to restock everything, basically. And then we're coming out with a new design, but it's going to be on these t-shirts that we just got. Guys, please don't leave. I have to pee really bad. I will be back in 2 seconds. Literally a minute and a half. I'll be right back. I'm back. Oh, cool. Now no one's watching. Just kidding. Just kidding. You guys are also here. Okay. Go Kai Green. Woo! Go Kai Green. I hope he wins, man. He deserves it. He really does. It's funny. I just watched myself leave because the camera's so delayed. I just saw myself leave, and now I'm back. And out of breath, too. Jeez. You're clearing up. Hella good, son. Thanks, brother. I really appreciate that. What do you think about Accutane and training? Obviously, I think that you can still weight training. A lot of people have been saying, like, my doctor says I shouldn't weight train, blah, blah, blah. My dermatologist, my doctor says, go for it. And he's been watching me lift this entire time for 37 weeks. And it's worked great. It's a little harder. You're a little weaker. A little less endurance. Your bones ache a little bit more. Still do it, though. I don't see why anyone should stop training. What time are you training, brah? Says Civ. I don't know. Pretty soon. I'm going to drink this orange juice. I'm actually going to start drinking this now. And that means that I have about half an hour left until I go work out, because I usually drink this about half an hour before. I think that's about right, because we've been broadcasting for about an hour and a half. So it'd be cool to end this at 2 hours. And then I'll make another live broadcast in 2 weeks. Since this one got such a good reception, I know you guys want me to do another one. So in another 2 weeks, there will be another live broadcast. I'll tell you more about that at the end of this. I'm going to drink my first sip of orange juice now. Any tips for keeping gains on while being sick? Now, I understand that being sick takes a lot of weight out of you. For me, I lose like a minimum of 10 pounds when I get sick. But what I suggest is when you get sick, it's oftentimes you have no appetite or your sore throat is killing it. So you just can't get the calories in, and then you lose a lot of weight. So I suggest pounding protein or mass gainers down. That's what I always have done. When I get sick, I just drink those bitches. And while it sucks for the 20, 30 seconds that you're drinking it, then it's in you and you're not losing your gains while you sit on your butt deteriorating. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Whoa, everything's moving. How to lower my heart rate? I'm only 16, mine is 82. I work outside 6 days a week and soccer once a week with the gym. What to do? 82 beats per minute is really not that bad. I mean, it's not like you're an ultra elite athlete, but that's also really not bad at all. Do more cardio. That's it. Weight training also will help. Also, if you smoke, don't smoke. A CrossFitter would gain as many gains as a CrossFitter would if he could gain any gains. Indeed. Haha, this is sick. Let's talk while he's in the bathroom. Let's talk about him. Let's talk shit. That's it, man. But what did you flush through? Oh, but did you flush, though? Yeah, I flushed and I washed my hands, too. Ian Zimmerman said, do you have stretch marks? And if you do, where? All right, I'm going to show you guys my stretch marks. The only ones I can show you are right here. So this camera doesn't show them off very well. I don't know if you can see those. Can you? See this? Wow, it's really hard to see it on this camera. This one's a little better. See this? And then I have a little bit on my elbows, but you can't see them anymore. And then I have some on the inside of my thigh, right there. Can't show you those, though, because they're right next to the family jewels. But what's cool about stretch marks is everyone gets so concerned about them. One, I think they're cool. Even if they stayed bright red for the rest of my life, I think they're awesome. Because they're definitely the trophy of your growth. But over time, your stretch marks will fade in color, as mine have. And mine are the same color as my skin almost. They're just like a light bit of pink in there. But they're not embarrassing or anything. I'm not self-conscious about them. I love them. And before he didn't flush. Shut up. He's never coming back. Did you even wash your hands, though? Please take your shirt off. Cool comments. Bet he doesn't wash his hands. Serious. You guys are such guns. Oh, man. Oh, no. Okay. Joel Broxton. What's up, Ryan? What's up, Joel? Says, I have rugby training Tuesday and Thursday and a game Saturday. Any recommendation on training splits? I'm also 16. I've lifted for about 8 months. Rugby player. Well, it doesn't sound like you care about bodybuilding aesthetics. Sounds like you want to improve your rugby training. So I would suggest some sort of either I would suggest some power hypertrophy training or some upper-lower splits. An upper-lower split would probably be pretty great, doing legs and then upper body, legs and upper body, legs and upper body, whenever days you can lift. That sounds like it'd be best for you. Also, I was thinking about making custom workout plan. I was thinking about making that as a product on the Beyond the Week site. Maybe like $45. I'll write you a full custom workout plan. I don't know if that sounds good to you guys or not. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that yet. But I feel like there's a lot of people with questions like that where they're like, hey, I have, football and I want to know what's the best thing for that. Or I want to be a better swimmer. Or, I just want aesthetics. I care nothing about functionality. And I just want the perfect exercises for me at this height and this age. So I was thinking about doing that. But you guys let me know what you think about that. Hannah J says, gotta say bye now, but I'm gonna watch the rest of the stream tomorrow. Can't wait for the next live show. I love your videos, Brian. Greetings, much love, and all the best from Switzerland. You know I got mad love for you, Hannah. One day we will meet, even though you're all the way in Switzerland. One day I'm gonna visit, and I'm gonna have a big bag of clothes, and I'm gonna be like, here, these are all yours. I've saved them for you, Hannah. Harley Q says, how'd the pee break feel? It felt amazing. I felt like I was never going to stop peeing, and I felt like every second that I peed, there was one person leaving. So I tried to pee faster, which was very difficult. If you ever try peeing really hard, it's difficult. Brian and LP, what are your jobs? Do you currently go to college? What did you study, if so? I actually just graduated or whatever with my degree. Graduated or whatever. Just like fucking nonchalant and not giving a fuck. I was going for kinesiology, so I have my associates in exercise science, and then the plan is to go to university for bachelor's of science in kinesiology. We'll see how that goes. My plan really right now is to make my company just pop, dude. Like build my company, build my YouTube, make that my life, make that my career, and hopefully nothing even comes down to degrees or how many years I've been in school. It comes down to my personality, the work that I've put forward, the things that I've learned on my own, not in a university, not in an institutional setting. I think it's better to learn things yourself, create what you are, instead of going along a track and then doing a job that is a track. Instead of making your own job that makes you happy, that you have passion for, that you work hard on, because when I work hard on printing these shirts and I send these shirts out to you guys, yeah, I make a little bit of a profit that I put right back into the channel and the clothes and food and all that. But the thing that makes it worthwhile is that while it's really hard work, each person is getting to wear my shirts. So the more I do it, the more my shirts are out there, and the more my clothes are out there, and the more support there is, and the bigger the family there is for all of us to have. And I think that's great because I can work hard on making our team better, on making our little family better. Whereas if I was working hard at a factory, I'd be working hard to make, toys or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not talking crap about anyone that works. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that I'm really excited about starting my own company and making it huge and having you guys just follow it and be. I just love you guys. As far as what I do right now, I am a personal trainer, and I also write workout plans online. And I write diet plans online. Those things both supplement my income. Should I eat clean, trend hard, demolish my gains, and never give up? YouTube B says, do you watch UFC? Not really. Actually, none at all. It's cool, but every once in a while if there's a really good fight, I'll go over to a friend's house. Day 2, hey Brian, how do I get rid of acne scars, bro? Acne scars disappear over time, but what you can do is chemical peels or dermabrasions. Check those out. Re is the best. 48. My resting heart rate, by the way, sorry. Saul Valvador says, should you follow IIFYM if you're a teen? You can follow IIFYM anytime, but if you're a skinny teen, if you're a lean teen, you really don't have to worry about that as much. But if you are someone who puts on fat, no matter what age you are, then IFIYM, FBI, STD, CSI, Miami, Vice, it can be a good diet for you to do. Oh man, I didn't know you had a show today. I do, Toon Dude. Is today's show solo? It is now, dude. No, LP was in it a minute ago. Probably 20 minutes ago, but he had explosive diarrhea and had to leave. No, I'm just kidding. He didn't. He's just being an ass. He feels like he's sick today, so he wants to see if he could take a nap, and then hopefully when I'm ready to go to the gym, he'll see if he's feeling a little better. I hope he is, because I want to lift with him today. But, you know, who knows? Thomas Farrig says, what do you think about having a gay following? I have, let me be 100% crystal clear here. I have no problem with gay following, with gay people watching my channel, gay dudes, gay chicks. I don't care. I literally don't care. I can teach any person the same information, no matter what their background is, no matter what their intentions are, no matter anything, no matter who they are, where they live, what age they are. Everyone can benefit, and the idea of being prejudiced towards people because they're a certain color of skin, they like to do a certain thing in the bedroom, they believe this, that, they have that religion, the idea of that is stupid. The only time you should prejudge someone is if they already have prejudged you. You know what I'm saying? So like if you know that that gang of people hates you, then you should be like, I don't want to interact with any of them because they are bad people, of course. But other than that, you should never judge a book by the cover. I don't care. I have plenty of gay friends, and I actually will say that gay people, I guess this is kind of a stereotype. Yeah, this is a little bit like of a, but the gay dudes that I've hung out with are like really fun, really clean people, really accommodating, really empathetic, which I am. I'm really empathetic. I really care about how other people feel, and I've noticed that they do as well. You know, and they're always looking out for you. Like, they were like, that girl's cute, man. She was looking at you, and then, you know, I'm just saying, I don't know. But as far as people watching my channel that are gay, that's awesome. More power to it. If a majority of my support, my community, my following was gay, then that'd be awesome. Who cares? I don't care. It's all good. Are there any new items in the store this week? New items will be in the store probably next week, but maybe even the week after that. There will be a whole new design, which I'm really excited about, guys. Your take on Elliot Hulse. Is no one thinking this? Elliot Hulse is rad. He's a little bit weird, but he knows that. He's very aware of his eccentricism and his different perspective and attitude on life and shit. But I really like him. I think he's solid, man. I really do think he's solid. Let me just drink this real quick. Eternity CSS. What is your usual pre-workout meal? And how long before your workout do you eat and drink it? I usually eat something about hour 15 or an hour before my workout. I usually make sure that I'm getting a good amount of carbs, in between 50 to 100 grams. Maybe a little bit of protein, something like 15 to 30 grams. And very little fats, maybe like 5 to 10 grams. And then about 20 minutes or half an hour before the actual workout, I have a cup. Yeah, probably about a cup of orange juice. Now, you'll see that this is more than a cup. That's because this is a longer stream, so this is not quite my protocol. But yeah, 1 cup of orange juice before. Orange juice with or without the pulp. Doesn't matter to me. Literally don't even care, but I like the pulp. So this one is pulp. NTV Fitness. Got this question today at the gym. I'm going to include it in my video soon, but might as well let people get your opinion. Will sleep debt slow down or stop your gains? Sleep debt. I think he's saying if you don't get enough sleep, will it stop and slow down your gains? Absolutely. One, when you don't get enough sleep in, your workouts suck ass, and if your workouts suck ass, you're not going to grow. 2, your body, your central nervous system needs full amount of sleep to recover completely, and if you don't get enough sleep, you're not recovering completely, which means that you aren't going to make those gains. And there's boundless factors and reasons I could say that sleep is important, but I can tell you that sleep is really important, water is super important, and getting your workouts in every day, super important. In your opinion, what is the best exercise for upper chest? It's really up to you. I think it's more about the contraction than the exercise. For example, when I do a flat dumbbell fly, that is flat, right? So theoretically, we're supposed to hit our middle pecs the most. But as I'm doing it, I contract my pecs, and instead of pulling the dumbbells together directly to themselves, I bring them in together, but I also bring them up, and then I kind of do like a little bit of an arc, like this, kind of like J's. Okay, and as I'm doing that, I'm contracting my upper chest. Also, when I'm doing a lot of incline machinery work, I'm doing the same thing. When I do a fly, and it's a decline fly, not only am I pulling it declined, but I'm also pushing it forward. All that forward, upwards movement is what's going to make your upper chest contract and get worked. But the funny thing is about hitting upper chest is that if you don't have an upper chest, it is very difficult to hit your upper chest. So you have to keep trying to get an upper chest until you can feel your upper chest, start getting a pump in your upper chest, and then you can finally start directly working your upper chest. Whoa, 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 whoa. More questions, but nice couch. I don't know if you're being sarcastic or not. Ian Zimmerman, good to go. It was great watching this. It was awesome. Oh, yeah, can you thank LP for correcting my form I did list? Much appreciated. Thanks. I'll let him know when he wakes up. Thanks for tuning in, man. I love you, Ian Zimmerman. You're always up in my videos. I really appreciate that. Thank you, man. What should my max bench press be after 3 years of serious training? 315 realistic? It's different for everyone, man. If you have longer arms, it's going to take you years longer than it will for someone with shorter arms. If you're naturally gifted in your chest, it's going to be different than someone who's naturally gifted in their legs. There's all these factors. 3 years, 315, that sounds about right. Sounds good. I don't know. I didn't hit 315 until like 4.5 years in. See, who cares? Who cares? How many days a week do you work out? 6 days a week, 1 rest day. Do you ever hope to have sponsors? Sort of. By sponsors, not any regular sponsors, not like a little company. If I was going to be sponsored, it'd have to be by one of the like top 10 of the industry supplement companies, like, you know, Cellucor, BSN, Quest, Muscle Farm, BPI, you know, all those big ones. Those would be cool to be sponsored by. But I will have, you know, I have my own company Beyond the Week, and it's going to be very difficult to be like, oh yeah, here's Advocare or whatever, you know, and also check out my stuff. Like, check out their clothes and check out my clothes. It's not gonna make sense. But if someone like Quest, really big company that could do a lot for me, a lot with views, a lot with, you know, money, a lot with production, pick me up, that would be great because it would help both of us grow. So it really depends on who. Oh snap! Frank Caliendo's looking jacked. Am I Frank Caliendo? Who's Frank Caliendo? Why am I retarded? I can't ever remember. You think I look like Frank Caliendo? I just Googled him. Cool. Thanks, bro. Cool. What's up, man? Just home. Now raging. I've missed 2 hours so far. Well, you got about 14 minutes left, and then I'm getting off here. Just to let you guys know, I'm getting off in 13 minutes at 2 hours. Okay? So get your questions in. As always, I will call a final questioning, and then I will answer all the questions that I call before the final. What's up, man? Debt continuous series of lack of sleep after day. Sorry about the confusion. Oh, sleep debt is like continuous series of lacking of sleep over periods of days. So basically just not getting enough sleep day in, day out. It's horrible. You should sell stringer tops that show the whole back. These things show a pretty good portion of your back. When I work out, these ride up a little bit like this. And this is the back situation. So it's like, I don't know. And then it gets, as it sweats more, it gets lower. It's pretty stringer-licious. I mean, people are always like, is that a stringer? And I'm like, no, it's a tank. It's a juicy tank. I'll look into stringers at some point in the future. Floor press, I can't say this. Floor press is not allowing me to get comfortable scapular retraction on bench press. Invest or be cheap. I don't know. I don't know what you're saying. You're benching off the ground and you can't get your scapula back or something. Yeah, definitely bench. Hey, is there any point in working upper chest as a beginner, or should I just stick to flat bench and dumbbells? Hit it at every angle and every way. You won't feel your upper chest. You won't feel your bottom chest until you've actually lifted for a long time, but you should still attempt to hit them. Hey, is there any point in working... Oh, sorry. I keep reading the same stuff. Did you retire the Are You Aware Bro channel? Now, for you, those of you that don't know, haven't been following me for... This guy must have been... That's an eternity, man. I remember you on Are You Aware Bro. Are You Aware Bro was my comedy channel. It was literally... Every video was basically what my Thursday videos are now. It was a whole channel of that, just comedy. And that's where all the Throwback Thursday videos were sourced from. So it was just my attempt at making comedy channels to try and grow a following. I tried, you know, in every different direction. Fitness, progress, comedy. I tried everything. But yeah. Sorry, I was watching myself on the screen, flexing my back, being stupid. Yeah, it's pretty much retired. It's still there. You guys can all still look through it. And there are some videos that you guys have not seen that I will not post on Humorous Fitness that are still on Are You Aware, Bro? All one word. Max reverse forearm curl. 120. I don't know. Hey, baby dick. What's up, Will Fletcher? Any tips on the perfect cock push-up? I struggle with them. See, Alice? Stephen E. Fitness says, shout me out, bro. Everyone go check out Stephen E. Fitness. You need a profile picture or no one will ever check out your channel, bro. Not to be a dick. I'm just saying. I will, like, no one will. Oh, okay, you're not actually making a channel. You just wanted to shout out? All right. Stephen E. Fitness. What's up, Seth? SEF, baby. Richard X SX says, your face looks clear as fuck. I hope my mind gets better, too. I envy so much. Lol. Keep up the good work with the videos, man. No homo. Thanks, man. My face is getting a lot clearer, finally. I can't say that, like, you know, it came quickly. It was definitely pretty slow. It's like 38 weeks now, or 39 weeks, something like that. But yeah, it's finally getting clear, so thank you, man. I really appreciate that. I hope yours gets better pretty soon, too. Jonathan Salas says, nah, man, love your channel. Oh, yeah, thanks, bro. You guys, you know, I feel like a lot of people have started watching my channel, and you guys are just like, this is what he does. He's just established. He has a lot of video views. He has a lot of subscribers. This is what he does. He produces really well. But it's not actually the case. Like, I am still dumbfounded and astounded by all the attention, all the views, all the comments, likes, all the support you guys are showing me. It's intense, and it's awesome, and I really do thank you guys for it. Sorry. I'm getting all crazy back here. Yeah, so please, guys, continue supporting. It's blows my mind, and it keeps me being this positive. I know you guys are like, wow, you're so positive all the time, and yeah, like I would always be a happy person, but like having this YouTube channel, always having people comment, always having people telling me that I've changed their lives. I've had people tell me that I've saved their lives. All these things, it really is hard to be sad or in a bad mood when you look down at your cell phone and people are telling you, you know, that you're helping them, and people are asking you how to do this and that and the other, and people are saying that you're doing really well, and there's people supporting you with your acting, and there's people supporting you with your competition. It's great. It's really supportive, and I really, really genuinely appreciate it. Sorry that was such a long answer. I just wanted to get that out real quick. Is muscle memory scientifically proven? I hope so after not being able to lift for 3 months. It's not scientifically proven, but practically, anecdotally, it is true as far as my experience goes. Not necessarily like you lift and then you're back to where you were, but like you'll get there quicker. I think this is partially because mentally you're prepped, you're ready and braced for heavy weights. Hey Brian, if I buy the 45-minute mentoring, can we do it tomorrow? Hold on real quick. Let me see what's going on with this girl. See that. If you buy the consultation, we could do it tomorrow, and we could do it at about noon, my time, California time, PDT, so 12 o'clock, or we can do it a little bit later after my workout. So absolutely, send me an email. I'll send you my text message. I'll send you my cell phone so we can text about it. Jeremy Schwartz. I'm doing Wendler 5-3-1, currently training 4 days a week. I'm really enjoying training, but if I train 6 days a week, I don't feel like I can push to 100%. What do you suggest? If you feel like you cannot hit 6 days a week with full intensity, then stick with 4, maybe 5. For me, 6 days is perfect, but for some, 6 days is not perfect. You need to do whatever makes it best when you work out. I'm addicted to working out, so it's like, if I don't work out 6 days a week, I won't feel good about myself, and if I don't feel good about myself, I won't work out as well. You feel me? So even if 6 days a week is not as optimal as 5 or 4 maybe for me, 6 just feels better, which makes me happier. Damn, Brian does look like Frank Caliendo, a ripped Frank Caliendo. I don't like this one, guys. Can we skip this one? Can we just go back to Canelo Alvarez and Blake Griffin? I like those ones. I want to look like those guys. Please. Seriously. Someone told me that I looked like Ryan Reynolds, but like with a little bit fatter face. I was like, I do kind of look like Ryan Reynolds with a little bit of a fatter face. Just without like the hair being done, because I barely do my hair. The reason I barely do my hair is because if I put wax in my hair and then I sweat, and then that wax gets into my pores, I get these massive, deadly cysts. Not even zits. I know my face looks pretty clear right now, but they're deadly cysts. If you want to see some of those crazy cysts, punch in Accutane week, I think like 7 through 12. So punch in like week 7, then 8, then 9, and look for the ones with the huge thumbnails of disgusting cysts. And that was me just a quick 30 weeks ago. A ripped freak. Okay, Brian, being a tall bro, advice for arm training. I'm 6'4", it's hard to build them. I understand your pain, my brother. It is so hard to build big arms when you have long, or big muscles when you have long arms, because your levers are so big, your bones are so long, your muscles are really long, so for you to build size and thickness takes a lot longer because they're so long, whereas if someone's elbow is here because they have shorter arms, their muscles are less long, and therefore they grow thickness quicker. That makes sense, right? You understand that? There's nothing you can do to speed up this process, but what I will say is that you should never stop isolating your workout, your arms. If you want big aesthetic arms, you're not about powerlifting, you're about aesthetics and bodybuilding, isolate those bitches. Do it twice a week with your other workouts, and that eventually will catch up to you and build thickness to you. I didn't have big arms until like 4 or 5 years into it. I'm 6'1", so you have a long road. But I will say that being a tall guy, having big arms, so say me and another guy have the same size arms, but he's 5'9", and I'm 6'1", taller than him, I'm going to look better. Not being a dick, but I'm going to look better because I'm bigger. My arms are the same diameter, but I am bigger. You know what I'm saying? So it's good being tall. It just takes longer to get yoked diddly. But we also have a higher upper limit of weight and size that we can get to. When you're small, you can only get to a certain size, and then you're just like, okay. How much weight did you start benching and curling? I started benching with the bar and 10s, and I started curling with probably like 50 with really bad form. Can you grow with 30-pound dumbbells? Yeah, you can grow your biceps with them, maybe triceps. Everything else, probably not. Trey Stewart, roids, serious. Serious, he's such a dick. Fucking TJ. Stevie Fitness, thanks, brother. No problem, man. Will Fletcher says, you lifting today, brother? Because I'm too lazy to text you. I certainly am. I don't know if you're still watching or not, because sometimes you're a dick and don't always watch through my broadcasts. But I am lifting today, Will. I'm lifting in about 20 minutes. I'm about to finish this broadcast, and then I'm hitting chest and shoulders. Daesu says, do you have any tips for building bigger traps, or is it just about genetics? Hit them at least twice a week. Make sure that you're getting your form right. A lot of people are doing this. They're just like, either they're moving their head down so they're not getting full range of motion, or they're just pulling their shoulders up just like cats. They're just making the motion happen. Come to the top. Squeeze. Come down slow. Feel your traps contract. Also, keeping your scapula, your shoulder blades closer together in the back, and squeezing up as you're contracting gets me a better trap pump than if I have my shoulder blades fully protracted, my elbows really far forward, and I'm just going like this. It's not good. Also, lower the weight. Do better form, lower the weight. Stop worrying about so much weight, lower the weight. Does anyone who will be competing against you, do you know anyone that will be competing against you at your next show? I don't. Thoughts on all carbs are equal? They are. I think this is spawning from that comment about that guy that was like, sugar calories are not the same calories as potato calories. They're all the same, baby. Shane Weldon says, you are an aesthetic motherfucker, Brian. You must have so many admirers when you're out in public. Ha ha ha. Thanks, bro. That really means a lot. But you'd be surprised. So, like, a lot of people think that, like, oh, I'm going to get really jacked. I'm going to look like Adonis. And then people are going to just, like, always be like, oh, man, I want to suck a dick. I want to give you fucking free stuff. It's not like that. People don't ever, well, okay, sometimes. But people don't usually come up to you and say, whoa, you look really good. I was admiring you. And girls don't usually come up to you and be like, wow, you're so hot. You have such great muscles. Really, being muscular is a silent game. People will look. Yes, that's true. You don't always get to see them looking. So you're not always like, oh, yeah, man, people think I'm sick. A lot of times you're walking around and nothing's happening. But when you walk by, someone will turn their head and look back at you. Or someone far away is looking at you. Some people are talking shit, whispering, or maybe saying that you look good. Who knows? But a lot of it's very silent. You don't hear about it a lot. But it does feel good. I mean, having a good body where you're comfortable going out and doing whatever you want. Thank you, though. Yo, nice videos. Thanks, Pierre. You're a beast. Thanks, Doug. Mix Axel says, I'm having troubles to gain muscles on my legs. I'm doing legs once a week. I can see the definition, but legs are small no matter how hard I train. Try hitting them twice a week, brother, and come back and let me know what you think. Tips for close grip bench press. I'll do a video on that. Really tuck your elbows in. That's something I have to make a video about for that one. Mix Axel says, I can easily do pistol squats, so it pisses me off when people say don't skip leg days. Pistol squats don't mean shit. That's just an exercise. No one gives a fuck about it. It's probably not even really that great of an exercise, honestly, in my opinion. As far as growing leg strength, growing leg size, it's kind of pointless, but it's cool. Don't be mad at people telling you not to skip leg days. People tell me not to skip leg days. I've been working out for 6 years with minimum 2 days. Sometimes when I was really trying to grow my legs, I was doing 3 times a week. So if you think about that, you know, 52 weeks times 2, that's 104 per year, times 6, that's 606, 12, 18, 24, 624 leg days. And people tell me not to skip leg days. So, like, don't feel bad about yourself, man. It's something that genetically is very hard to grow for a lot of people. Ever tweak your back to where you can't touch your toes? How long to recover? No, I've never done that. It usually takes 4 to 12 to 16 weeks, something like that, to recover. Stay real. Remember that. Thanks, Haas. I will. I literally will always stay genuine. I see no point in creating like a falsetto character. I'm me. I like me. It makes me happy that you guys like me too, so I try to be me as much as possible. But of course, with a little bit of enthusiasm, because everyone loves enthusiasm, and I'm an enthusiastic person, so it's very natural for me to be high energy, high strung. Whereas you'll see, you know, LP is not so like, he's not so caffeinated as I am. I'm not saying this is because of caffeine, but I'm saying like that's the type of thing that I am. Whereas he's more, you know, collected, calmer, you know, more relaxed. And everyone's got their style, man. But this is my style, so I'm sticking to it. Doug Jones says, favorite brand of clothing? You're looking at it. Beyond the Week. Legitimately, though, my clothing company is my favorite brand. Probably because I don't really have that many favorite brands, and because, of course, it's my brand. It's fucking sick. But before I was wearing my BTW clothes all the time, if you guys know me, then you know that I was wearing a lot of blank stuff. So I wear a lot of gym clothes, but then when I'm out of the gym, instead of wearing something with a big logo, I would rather wear a nice fitted V-neck that's all solid black, all solid gray, whatever. I like solid colors. I like simple things. I think it's very classy to me. I think it's very classy, and I think there's something attractive about that. At least that's what makes me feel comfortable, is wearing those. Sometimes I feel like people wear these like crazy murals and shit, and I'm like, why are you wearing a painting? It's very, very hectic and busy, and I think you'd look better if you just wore a nice fitted V-neck. I don't know. Okay, next one. I forgot where it was. Sorry, guys. I'm looking. Have you ever given your opinion on gyms like Planet Fitness? I have. Planet Fitness is not somewhere that I would have lived. Somewhere that says they don't judge anyone, but then they have an alarm dedicated to judging people. And dedicated to judging people that are doing really well at the thing that they sell, fitness. And then they're like, you're too fit, and you care about fitness, and you live a fit lifestyle? Fuck you. Wah, wah. That's stupid. I would never support such a company doing that. And I never have to worry about what I say about them, because I'm not going to ever collaborate with them. I'm not ever going to do commercial work with them. I'm not worried about that. Stephen E. Fitness says, topic, achieving aesthetics with only free reps. Lol. Free weights, that's what he says. Totally can be done, my friend. Brock Thomas says, okay, so listen up here, guys. So we're at 2 hours right now. What I'm going to say is, for the next minute and a half, so the next 90 seconds, you can get your comment in. Do it now, and then I'm going to tell you what the last comment is. And then everything after that, I won't answer, but everything up to that, I will answer. So right now is the last time you get to ask a question. Get it in there. This is probably going to take about 10 minutes to answer all these. But get it in. You have about, I think you almost have 60 seconds. You have 60 seconds now. So you have 1 minute to ask anything you want before the end of these questions. You don't look like Ryan Reynolds, but I just realized that you sound just like him. Really? I like Ryan Reynolds. I got a man crush on him. No homo. But you know what? A little homo. No homo. Serious. Wait. AC Activated says, do you think carb cycling is effective? I think for some people it is, and for some people it isn't. So you have 15 seconds. You have 10 seconds to get your question. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so I'm letting them all load real quick. Nice, man. 64 people watching. That was the highest amount that I got to last time, 3 weeks ago. This time it was constantly at 100, and now the lowest is at 64. It's impressive. Okay, Eric Jesperson. No, wait. There's still more coming. Sorry. Okay, Dylan Quick says, what's been the hardest part of starting your own brand? That is the last question that I'm going to read, okay? So I'm going to scroll up and then start from the top and scroll down to Dylan's question. So if you're asking a question right now, I'm sorry I won't be able to answer it because we're reaching the end. But stick with me for these last few questions. There's some good ones. Invincible Gamer says, thanks for the tall bro, long arms answer, Ryan. Oh, yeah, of course. No problem, man. Joe Richard says, does your gym close early as fuck on the weekends? My gym never closes ever, 24/7. The only time it ever closes is for, like, Christmas. I think that's it. New Year? I think New Year's and Christmas. Maybe Thanksgiving? I don't know. It's open pretty much always. It's pretty rad. That's why I haven't left yet and gone to a bodybuilding gym. It's because this place is open 24/7. That's why it's called 24-hour fitness. Home all day board. Hey, man, I'm really bad at reading today. Hey, man, how do you handle bad acne when it comes to talking to women? I have it all over my face and body. It's on my forearms, and it kind of kills my confidence. Thoughts? You should go through some of my videos, man. My videos, I'm not trying to toot my own horn or whatever the hell, but I feel like they can really help people with their self-esteem issues. Because this is a question that I've answered, and I go through almost every one of my videos. I've never been self-conscious when I talk to the ladies about my acne. I mean, really, unless I have like a super, super bad cyst. And even then, it's just like, I don't care. Like, when you talk to them, they don't care either. The only time that anyone ever cares about your acne is if you are letting that be known that you are nervous because of your acne. It's bothering you, because if it bothers you, it bothers them, because it's bothersome having something be bothersome. You know what I'm saying? If something's in the air, if there's an elephant in the room, then it's bothersome. But if there's no elephant in the room because you don't give the room an elephant, then it's all good. So my suggestion, my advice is just to live your life, man. If you want to talk to a girl, just go talk to her. Be confident. Talk to her. Don't get nervous. Don't get all echoey in your head and think about thoughts. Listen to her. Be like, wow, that's really interesting. What did you do? And have a natural, genuine, sincere conversation. And whether you have acne or not, they will talk to you. I've never had a problem with girls. Never, ever. Every time I've ever talked to a girl, once we've gotten to be friends and personal and not, they always say, I never even noticed your acne until you just brought it up right now. And I'm like, that's awesome. And every time they've told me that, it reinforces my theory, me yelling at people that it doesn't matter. It reinforces that because they tell me every time that they never even knew. Uh-oh, Kurt Owens calling me. You have to wait, baby. Do you count when you're contracting? Count the seconds? Sometimes I do. If I'm doing super slow eccentrics, super slow negatives, sometimes I will count those. But usually not. Usually I know the pace that I want to go to. What gym do you train at? I train at 24 Hour in San Diego. 24-hour fitness. Harvey Bradley says, I have trouble contracting my traps. Any tips? Keep your scapulae, your shoulder blades, pulled together, retracted instead of protracted, and really come up and squeeze. Lower the weight so you can feel those bitches contract. And instead of just coming up, that's going to contract your pecs a little bit with your traps. You want to come up and a little bit backwards. So you're almost like, it's almost like backwards. You know what I'm saying? Over time, you'll grow traps. You should have seen me when I first started. You guys could, because I've been on YouTube forever. I didn't have any traps at all. Punch in 100 pull-up challenge, Humorous Fitness, or Brian Turner, or something like that, and you'll see how little traps I had. How long should I bulk before I cut? Been lifting for a year, and I'm 16 years old. Bulk as long as you feel comfortable. The longer you bulk, the more muscle you'll have. Sam Thomas says, would love for you to design me a workout plan designed specifically for me. How do I go about getting this sorted? Sam, send me an email at humorousfitness@gmail.com. and we'll talk about it a little bit more. I'm thinking about making custom workout plans a product on beyondtheweek.com. But for now, you and I can talk about this, and we'll figure out something for you. Jessica Rosenbrock says, haha, you don't look like Frank Caliendo, but please be the Hulk for Halloween. Favorite superhero and Batman villain. That's really funny. Thank you that I don't look like Caliendo. 2, I've been the Hulk before. 3, my favorite superhero. That's hard. Superheroes are really cool. Batman's tight, but he's not my favorite. I like the Flash. I also really like Deadpool. And my favorite Batman villain? Why can't I remember his name? It's like The Mask or something? I can't remember. Scarecrow is also really dope. I don't know, there's a lot of really good Batman villains. There are a lot of them. I really liked when Arnold was in as Mr. Freeze. That was dope. Shane Weldon says, I just finished Accutane 2 days ago. Feels good, man. Daps. Attaboy, man. I'm really stoked for you. That's awesome. I can't wait till I'm telling people it's been 2 days since I finished. Toon Dude 19 says, did you make a lot of progress training legs 3 times a week? I actually did not really see that much progress with 3 times a week. It was about the same as doing 2 times a week. Either way, it was really hard for me to gain any size on my legs. It still is. Do you think having a beard will block my pores? Actually, on the contrary, I think that having a beard, at least a thick one, allows more. I feel like the hair papules pushing through your pores allow the pores to be continuously open. They can't really get clogged when they have something going through them, and that the oil, your sebum, can go along your hair follicle. That's what my theory is. And I've noticed when I have a bit of facial hair, well, back when I was getting acne on my jaw and stuff, I noticed that having a beard kind of subsided that a little bit. Eric Jesperson says, never become a Mike Chang. I will not. You don't have to worry about that. Did I skip over his question? Where was the... Oh, there it is. Okay, now I see the bottom. Okay, we're almost there. Have you ever thought about having a fan meetup? I've met up with fans before, and everyone should know that if you're in San Diego, you can talk to me anytime. You can come hang out. You can come meet me. That's all good. If you ever through San Diego, let me know. But as far as a fan meetup, like, hey, everyone, I'm going to be here at this time. I want everyone to come, and we'll hang out. I don't have enough people to make that happen yet, but when I do, I absolutely will. Maybe when I have like 50K subscribers or something like that, I'll definitely do fan meetups. That'd be a lot of fun. Maybe like we go work out and then we all go to IHOP or something. That'd be fun as hell. Thanks for this. You're great, man. Thank you, Steve. I really appreciate it. Being tall, was it also really hard to build a back? Tips, Invincible Gamer. Actually, no. Being tall made my back look better because regardless of whether you have the size on you, your shoulder is farther from your hip and wider from your hip as well. So just having any size makes you look super wide, which is why my back, I think, personally, looks so awesome. Much love from Haas. Much love right back to you, Haas. And finally, the last question. I'm sorry, guys. I wish I could keep doing this, but this is the last question. I have to go work out. Dylan Quick says, "What's been the hardest part of building your brand?" And that is an awesome question. Really good question. Hard part? Okay, the hardest part about building my own brand is building my YouTube channel. As you guys know, I've been making YouTube videos for over 4 years. I recently, literally just recently started actually picking up some traction in the last probably 3 or 4 months. Isn't that crazy? Excuse me. So I've been doing videos for 4 years, but in just the last 4 months, I've gotten attention. I've been working hard, man. So on this channel, there's over 300 videos. But on my Humorous Progress video channel, there's also, I think, over 300 videos. On Are You Aware, Bro? I think there's another 250. So I've made close to 1,000 videos. And in each of those videos, I'd say roughly 2 to 6 hours of time was spent editing on them. So if you think about that, that's roughly 2,000 to 6,000 hours of editing. So I can't say that it's easy. I can't say that you can jump into it and make it happen because YouTube is too saturated now with fitness YouTube channels and stuff. So it's a lot harder to break through. I was at that last point, right when it was just enough not saturated that you could start a channel and really start to grow. And then it just changed over about a year or two into my channel being in existence to there's too many, like there's just too much saturation, so then it was very hard to grow, and now it still is very hard to grow. I know you guys think I'm growing very quickly, but it's actually really, really hard to grow. And there's a lot of work put in behind the scenes that you guys don't know about. There's a lot of like me going around forums and trying to advertise and trying to get my name out there, me going through other people's videos and commenting and trying to get some attention, and it's a lot of work, but it's all very worth it. Very worth it. There's been a lot of other hard parts about building a brand, but you know, I won't really go into that. I mean, if you guys want me to, I will. Maybe I'll make a whole video about it, but like, you know, buying the shirts, figuring out who to supply, getting the machines, researching what ink is, you know, all these different things. There's a lot coming into it. Also, last thing Will Fletcher wants to say is, oh fuck, OP, LP loves cocks. So that's it. Okay, I have to read this one. Someone said, will BTW sweatpants be coming along eventually? Sorry, I don't know why I said yes, they will. Absolutely. Absolutely. They will. Just not anytime soon. I'd probably say like 2 to 3 months. Maybe even longer. We'll see. Alright, guys. Thank you all for joining me. It has been 2 hours and 15 minutes for anyone who's been watching the whole time, which is actually a pretty good portion of you. Thank you so much for sticking through it. I know this is a very, very long show to watch, but I appreciate that you guys, you know, are willing to support and come through and watch with me and join me, and it just blows my mind that I have all the support that I do have. So thank you guys for checking out the video, or the event at least. The next live show will be in 2 weeks from this date, so that puts me on the 24th. Wait. Yes. The 24th. Okay, so the 24th at the same time, 11:30 a.m. PDT GMT -7 time zone. So when this started, that is when the next live show will be. I, of course, will be warning you all of that week, giving you links and stuff to this channel, so you guys will obviously know when it is, where it is, how to get to it. But that will be the 7th live show. So thank you guys all for checking out this video. I appreciate you guys being here. If you don't already have some BTW apparel and you want to support me, you know, you're a fan of the channel and you like watching it, I would really appreciate that. All you got to do is go to beyondtheweek.com, check it out. We are restocking the store next week, as well as coming out with new designs and t-shirts. I'm pretty excited about it. So thank you guys all so much. I love each and every one of you, every single one of you so much. I will see you guys later today for my progress update video, and that will be up in about 4 hours, so about 6 o'clock my time. I'm going to go work out right now, then I'm going to edit for the next few hours so I can get this video up for you guys. I love you, and thank you for joining me. Team Beyond the Week, lift heavy, or die mighty!